right, and we are live. Hello and welcome to Rollers of Fate. Today we play our modified version of Curse Strahd Dining in Barovia.
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 Barovia. And it should be a relaxing game today, hopefully. Well, you never know. And without further ado, I'll go ahead and I'll introduce you guys if it's cool. We don't have Safira tonight. She's Julia. She's unfortunately away, so we wish her a happy time there. And then we have Martin playing Real, Tom playing Sway, Bass that will be playing the Battle Rage Barbarian Bloodweek, Neil as Lilith, and finally Mo as Blood Hunter Goliath Cabal. All right, and I am Cisco. Hello, say hello, guys.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. All right, and I will be your storyteller alongside my other storytellers who are also here. Just introduce, and I'll leave it to you, Mo, to do some little announcements, please, if you may.
Yep, that's all right. Okay. Anyone that hasn't seen any of our previous streams before and want to know where all we can catch up on those episodes, this includes this campaign as well as our Tuesday campaign, which is the Candlekeep Mystery Seal Pages of Verkla, or our Wednesday campaign, which is now 2 episodes in, which is the Eye of Observation. In any of our one shots, you can catch up. You can get them on YouTube at Rollers of Fate D&D. Those who want to send us any fan art, you can send it to rollersoffatednd@gmail.com. And finally, we have a Twitter channel, which is at FateDNT, where you can catch our up-to-date news and other D&D related content as well. Finally, content warning, this campaign is a little bit dark and gory, so viewer discretion is advised. So back to you, Cisco.
Thank you very much, and thank you guys for being here playing with me today. And to everyone who's tuning in at home as well, please make yourself comfortable and settle in as we are about to dive into the mists of Ravenloft. Ooh. The fall has begun. The golden doom is here. The white lady follows everyone. The soulmonger is near. Previously, the outsiders ended Strahd and captured his soul in a relic retrieved from the past. The timeline was altered by Babali Saga's early death, and in the aftermath of the destruction of the Coven, Monolith and Cave, lost memories have now been returned. Yet, Sibylna managed to escape, and the Star of Doom remains frozen, haunting the sky. Late at night, our heroes reconvene in the hag's former shop to rest temporarily. Darkness and deceit instigated Bloodwix to remove his left hand, attempting to attune to the hand of Vecna that was found within the monolith. But the group, aided by Saphira's domination spell, stopped the process in time. During the night, the desiccated hand vanished from Cabal's bag of holding, as well as Saphira. A search took place, but only feathers were found. Eventually, Saphira returned completely unaware of her departure, creating division, mistrust, and urgency amongst the party. Sway and Cabal visited the abbot of St. Markovia to move forth their meeting with a celestial modron lawyer, shared information both ways, and found out worrisome news about the demigod Luz, son of Tashas and Graz, the demon prince of pleasure. Lilith overcame the pull of evil, conversed with her infamilia Claudio about faith and pride, whilst kindly regenerating Bloodwig's missing hand. Real obtained insights on Darkon from his symbiotic entity Darkalos Rex, and meantime Saphira witnessed the cruelty and horror that follows those trapped by the cursed eye that she is forced to bear. Bloodwig was grateful to be completed again, yet the hatred for the gods of secrets, disappointment and revenge darkens the path ahead. Sorry, let me just take a breather. All right, kudos to me. I think that was the only ever recap that I didn't make any mistake as I'm reading. Opening the scene. All right, so this is where our story picks up tonight. You are in the high. Let me just change the music. Actually, something a little bit more uplifting. Maybe, yeah, something like this is good. Something very uplifting, actually. Greener pastures, yeah. Okay. So you are in the high mountains of Crest in this cloudy and cold afternoon, and you find yourselves reunited in the Abbey of St. Markovia after leaving your carriage and mounts in the stables. And now you are in an office. The decor is plain and humble, 4 chairs and a wooden table with assorted refreshments in the middle of this square room, and there is a large bookcase in the back of you. Your host, the abbot, has given you a few minutes before the upcoming meeting with the modern lawyer. So I'll leave it to you as you guys are there and have a few minutes to discuss before the abbot returns and your meeting with the modern takes place.
Are we, so we're all together now? Based on that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I hope you are all
So you are-
rested now. And are more level-minded.
I think we did well that we went forward and informed the abbot. At least the things are going somewhere, hopefully.
Are you ready to get that eye removed, Saphira?
To be honest with you, it's kind of strange, but I'm getting used to it. I'm not
No,
fully happy.
that's not
with
what
it.
we want to hear.
Well, I know that's not what you want to hear, but that's how I feel. And it's
But you have
helping
to-
us, you know?
Would you have to take it out to show the modron?
No, I just can activate my memory. I just have to say these words aloud, and then the spell will take place. So it's pretty straightforward.
Mm.
I'll give you a little bit of visual of St. Markovia's Abbey, actually, as you guys are there. So this is the kind of crooked building. The graveyard is outside, and you guys are currently where the chimneys are, kind of like in one of those rooms with those windows, one of those 2 windows, let's say this one. And you can see from the outside this kind of like cloudy, misty morning. Yeah, I just have to do that, say those words aloud, and you know. I don't know why you're all so fixated in the eye. It's okay.
We've already had this discussion last night.
Yeah, you're right. Let's not repeat ourselves.
What about-
Anyway, so
I look towards Wotato. Does he still look all sad and
Yeah.
angry at the same
Yeah.
time?
he's kind of in the corner, like all gloomy, looking through the window. And he probably will say something like, "The fucking Vecna, I'm gonna eat him one day."
Does he have like a baby arm and is kind of growing?
No, his skin looks quite younger in there. Not younger, but like fresher in a way. Not that he's not fresh, but you know, like he's got like a 20-year-old hand, even though he's 30-something. So you will see the difference a little bit, but it's the same size.
Alright. Well, after we deal with this Mordoron, what are we to do next? Are we heading back to the material plane, Faerun, or are we heading to Darkon? Real?
I would think we have to go to Darkon first to stop the star. That was what my understanding is.
But the warning
I
that
think
we
if we-
got was to deal with this dragon with a brain.
I think that will have to be done after. Like, I think that might be like a plan B, or I don't know.
Yeah, you're right.
Sorry, Lilith, you look surprised when I mentioned
There's a dragon with a brain?
yes, perhaps I forgot the term that was mentioned to us.
Elder Brain Dragon, you can tell him.
Elder Brain Dragon.
Oh, okay. Yep. I was I was a little bit confused there. I was thinking dragons normally have brains, but yeah, this makes
Many,
perfect sense.
many dragons ahead. 1, 2, 3.
It has 3 heads.
Or 3 brains.
It's just one elder brain
One head or
dragon.
one brain.
Yes, 1 elder brain dragon.
One elder brain
Plus 2
that's
more.
taking over a dragon. And there might be 2 other dragons.
Yeah, there will be.
But
And
wherever
will they
we
be elder brain dragons as well?
No, I think the others will be just normal dragons that are under the spell of the elder brain.
hmm,
1 dragon next to the keep, and 2 dragons in Darkon.
Oh, there are 2 in Darkon and 1 in the keep.
Yes.
In Faron.
So what are we to do when we get to Darkon then? Do we just head to the castle, use the vial of blood that we have of Strahd?
Yeah, there should be some kind of altar there.
Hmm.
But Dark Colors won't be there. At least not in the surface.
So when we travel,
Unfortunately for
he'll be gone. You will
Uh,
be in control.
He will be hiding, I guess, deeper. He's not allowed back, or if people know that he's back, then it would be bad for us.
It's the curse of the land. If I am there, I will become Dark Lord in the moment I enter, and I will not be able to leave again.
Why would you ever want to leave your land? If we can
Because
deal with
my-
this, if we can deal
My
with this.
interests have changed. I don't want to rule anymore.
Yeah, he's evolved. He wants to see the world.
I want to be free like you.
Yeah.
Of course.
Lilith. You hear like in your mind, all of you at this point are hearing Dark Colors in your minds all simultaneously. Are you feeling guilty, are you?
About what?
About nearly destroying Barovia?
Did I?
Well,
You killed Seville now.
why did you kill the witch? Not Sibylna.
Well, the other one.
Saga.
Killer now, killer later. Yeah. The results are the same.
Well,
Yeah,
but it wasn't, was it?
No, the journey we took along the way changed a bit, but yeah, I'd probably kill Pablo Saga again.
Just know
Okay.
that many
No more
people
time
have
traveling for
suffered.
Lilith.
Yes.
No,
Speak-
please.
Speaking about
Her gears
your
were
speaking about your time travel shenanigans, Rill, when you had pleasure with this hag, apparently Sway and I have found out that you may have a stepson.
Well, I mean, I'm assuming that she had other lovers.
Yes, but
She was old.
this
One of
this one is apparently a demigod.
Hmm.
He's not here. He is actually chained, or he actually spoke out to the abbot, seeking for him assistance of this black book that has gone missing as well. He's been trapped to protect a seal to avoid the awakening of his father, Gratz? Is that right?
out of game. His Grass is his father, but you don't know who the awakening of
Ah,
is.
okay. Well,
Mm.
the awakening of this a creature that is been bound, but I feel like your stepson. Sorry, what was his name?
Grass. Grass.
The son,
Oh, Luz.
Luz.
Ayus.
Ayus.
Yeah, there's I don't know why it's spell Luz, but everyone call him Ayus. I don't know why.
Ayus. Okay.
So let's say Ayus.
The demigod Ayus is, I believe, trying to find a way to get out of his eternal, I guess, trap or eternal
Imprisonment.
imprisonment. Yes. Well, he's not in prison. He's, well, I guess
I mean,
he's
if
some
he
sort
cannot
of,
leave, so technically, yeah.
Yeah, yes, you are right, Sway.
He's been-
So
You can make any of you can make a religion check to see if you have heard the name Ayus before. Actually, I'm not sure if you did it yesterday, Kabal, but if you haven't, you can do it now as well as you.
I
Can I do a history check?
Either religion or history, whichever one you prefer.
That's weird.
Okay. All right, cool.
It didn't show roll 20 again. I don't know what's going on.
Oh no.
I got 16.
Does my doesn't help me with this?
Yeah, if you want, yeah, it can help you. You can
All
roll
right.
with advantage if you want, if you request it.
So yeah, I think it gives me a +5 to history, or is that
Oh,
just
yeah.
a
Yeah,
continuous?
No, it's a +5 to history, equal to your proficiency times. I believe. I can't remember now.
What?
It's up there.
+5 equal to my provision? Is that
Yeah,
+25?
No, equal times. I think you can use it for 5 times per day.
Okay, I was like equal to my proficiency multiplied. I was like, what is happening? I know everything.
Okay. What did you roll, Cabal?
16.
16. Okay. And anything from you, Sway?
4.
4.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, the name to all of you sound familiar. You know that this is a demigod, but also looks like a fiend. You remember that? You have heard a tale of the demigod fiend. Very handsome, but that's as much as it goes.
I rolled a 19.
Oh yeah, with a 19, you will be the one who knows all the information, and you also know that he comes originally from another world, but you know there is this theory around that similar events and gods matches on other worlds, and you have heard of this before. Same with dragons, there is always different versions of great evils in parallel universes and different worlds, but you have heard that.
Okay.
You didn't know he was the son of Tasha. No.
All right, I will convey that information back to the group.
The being
That's
of multiple
interesting.
worlds.
Sounds like something, Sophia would say. Anyway, what are we waiting for? And she starts like...
The abbot to
Are they-
return
"Hmm,
or wake up,
Yes.
but he does not sleep.
She just takes a gulp of some juice that is on the table from her glass. And time passes, and after a couple of minutes, the abbot knocks in the door and politely enters. You feel his holy presence as you did before, like a well-being, black hair, kind of tan, white robes with golden inlays, like a... Oh, sorry for the wait. I think it's time. He kind of like checks on his watch. He's got like an unusual kind of like a clockwork kind of watch. And just exactly 12 now, just exactly at 12 o'clock. There is a flash of light, and all of a sudden, surrounding you, you see this creature that you have met before. This modron, like a circular ball with a middle eye, little 2 wings and 4 thin extremities, like a little animated ball. I'll show it to you so you can see how it looks like that. Can you see it?
Mm-hmm.
In roll 20, okay. And with him, he doesn't seem to be alone. You see behind him 6 tall figures, around 12 feet tall, kind of bluish, greenish silver skin, hairless, with wings on the back, like angel wings, and they seem to be topless and standing quiet, emotionless, completely unmoving. And they have swords as well that they're holding on the huge arms, and they are right behind him, just like with their arms crossed, holding the sword on their belt.
Is this Morio kids? No, no.
Don't kill these ones.
Bloodwick is here. Bloodwick, how are you, boss? Welcome. I guess you're getting ready. Just to set up the scene, you just arrived to the meeting now with the Modrons that is happening right now. With the Modron, he just appeared with 6 other creatures in there. And as they say, the Modron, okay, so we are all ready for the meeting here. I see all participants, but unfortunately, Sybillna has not shown up yet. We better wait a few minutes to...
Oh, she will not
How
be
rude
joining
of her.
us. I can assure
She
you
has the
that.
right to defend herself. I'm not sure she should have been here by now.
If she returns, then she will know that she will be dead.
This
can
is
wait.
nothing to do with me. If you attack the person in here, you will be breaking the reach of the contracts. This is a conversation only. Do not react
Then
if
how
she
long
comes
do
or
you
when
wish
she
us to
comes.
wait? We've waited long enough already.
We should wait 1 minute. I am very busy. I don't have time to waste. And he looks at all of you with this big kind of eye that kind of like moves like impatiently, like from side to side, kind of like standing still with a little sword like you see. Actually, you don't see in the picture on the stream. I don't know why.
What? For the
It's
Modron?
not appearing. The Modron,
Yeah, it was there. I just put it down.
Oh, it was there. Okay.
Yeah,
And you see him kind of like pacing, just moving his eye only. His feet are still, everything completely still, and the creatures
Can you
behind.
please look somewhere else with that creepy eye of yours? Thank you.
Maybe
My
you
eye is not creepy.
maybe you can introduce your escorts since we weren't aware that they were coming.
This is the fraternity of the Order of Arcadia. They are here in case things get heated up and to deal with the matter ahead, the second matter ahead. He kind of like kind of unwinds. You see, like he does like ears move on his head and stuff, and his wings kind of flip inside his body. She is out of time. Please go ahead and what do you have to say to defend yourselves? Why was the contract nullified?
I look towards Saphira.
Well, you told us that if we could prove that they were evil and their intentions were shady, and things will change, and you notice that all the creatures, the celestials, actually, any of you can make a religion check to figure out
Oh, no,
these
another one.
creatures where they are as you look at them.
What check? Sorry again.
Religion. Just
Oh.
if you wanna figure out what the
Number 15.
angelic creatures are.
I got 27.
Whoa.
Ooh, okay, nice. Darkalos 13.
I feel like I should have advantage on that, but
13, it will be a little. You know, Darkalos, that they are some kind of angelic creatures. You aren't sure of the hierarchy, but you present like quite a high power. Lilith and Sway, the two of you realize that they are planetars. And you, Cabal, would know that planetars are angels who act and fight on behalf of the gods. They are, in terms of power, they are very high level power, way beyond.
They are the
your-
weakest of them all.
Yeah. So you know this is a fight you cannot win. If it happened, just arrow game as well. They are CR 23. Each of them, so it's 6 CR 23 creatures, just to make you aware as players. And they all seem to be looking towards the eye, like constantly. They haven't stopped looking at Saphira's eye, all of them, at the same time. But they are not reacting, just expressionless. All right, so yeah, the Fraternity Order of Arcadia, as I was saying, and yes, Gail. So, do you have any Saphira? Apologies. Do you have anything? Any of you want to add? This is a commune judgment. You all been judged. Let's go one by one. Miss, well, not Miss Lilith. What do you have to say?
We're innocent?
I believe, as your friend said, you were acting on goodness of the heart and protecting the people of the town. Is that correct?
Yes, that is exactly correct. Sibylna kidnapped a creature. I was creating memory stones and taking the memories of people. We've just liberated the people. And she kind of looks around. Help.
Sway Silver Spear, do you collaborate to this statement?
Absolutely. We are the heroes. We should be celebrated. Like,
I believe you did
That's
free the land and kill Strahd. Well, capture Strahd Banzarovich. We will not comment on that as long as it doesn't affect Barovia detrimentally, and he's not doing it. So he looks towards you, real. Real. The
Andres.
DM forgot your surname. Damn it. Dali something, right?
Tandris.
Tandris, yeah, okay. So he will have said your surname. Do you collaborate to this as well?
Yes, and they killed my children, or lots of Vidalcan children, to make potions. And we found a huge graveyard of bones.
That sounds horrendous. and
you
very
see, he's so in
despicable.
shock. He's unable to even cry. It's horrible.
We are not here to judge the emotions of each other. I have a very busy agenda. Please, Mr. Cabal, do you have something to add? Do you have any proof of all this? Do you collect some of these remains? Anything to verify your stories?
Do we still have the gem that we broke that it provided?
Make a fate roll.
Yeah. I will make a fate roll.
Are you okay to talk, Vas? Are you there as well? Just before I ask you, as the model.
Okay, I'm out.
Okay, perfect.
Well, that's a 5.
All right. Unfortunately, you do not have it any longer. But I will say, if any of you have picked up an extra stone that no one mentioned? Make a fate roll if you did.
Can we do one if we didn't?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like if you think your character might have picked up one, make a fate roll.
All right.
Anyone who wants to.
Nah.
It's like one of those cinematic moments that everyone starts checking the pockets just to see if they have the stone.
I check my shoes. Oh, look, I got some.
Make a fate roll. Let's see if you do have a stone in there.
Oh, it
Damn
rolled from
it!
19.
Okay. So it's the beginning of the day, actually. I will say this is not a skill check, so I'm not gonna make you go something happened to you because this is a
Yeah, I
luck
shouldn't
check.
be punished for checking
Yeah.
my shoes, no?
It's not a punishment. There is a good one in there, but yeah, let's
To
say
get an
that does.
inspiration.
Actually, do you have an inspiration apart from the game one? Sway?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, so yeah, let's try it out. You get an inspiration with a natural one today, an extra one, only maximum of 2.
So I roll more
one
time, you
extra per
say?
game. No, that's it. You have an inspiration, so just
Okay,
add it.
okay.
Yeah,
Alright.
mark it in your character sheet.
Okay.
All right. So as no one seems to have a memory stone, he will go ahead and Bloodwick Turtle. Do you collaborate to this story as well? Do you find these witches despicable, evil, and corrupting and manipulative?
Yeah, we did what we did. What we had to do.
All right. Do you have something to prove this statement? And Safira will look at all of you and shrug his shoulders and say, "Shall I?"
Yeah.
Yeah, please go ahead.
I have the. You see, I have a memory footage that I took with the magical item I have. We are aware of the evilness of that item, but as I said, we are not here to judge you for your personal decisions. But I will warn you, beware. I know. Yes, thank you. Oh, awkward. She kind of looks down to the side for a second. Okay. I can project the memory footage directly into your mind. That will be helpful as long as it does not corrupt me or something. I don't think it will. And you see that she cannot say a couple of words aloud that sound like quite unusual in a language none of you understand. However, real. Make a history check. Cabal, actually, all of you can make a history check. She said those words, and then you see that her eye starts to illuminate, and almost like a projector, you see this image going straight into the middle eye of the Modron. Darkalos and
So 22.
22. Oh, nice. Yeah, you as well, Lilith.
Got 10.
10. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, and so 12 from 12 onwards. So 12, 13, and Sway. The 3 of you recognize the language being dark speech. That is forbidden language. You see as she say the words, the creatures, the planetars, kind of move their hands towards their sword for a second and just change their position. And they're holding the sword, but they are not acting in any other way. They just move like all simultaneously. And then they all look down. And as the creature is given this footage, you see like its eye is kind of like rolling and moving and doing unusual things as it's been projected. Stop, I have enough, it's enough. And you see that even though he's asking to stop, the eye doesn't seem to stop, you know?
Safira, enough.
I'm trying. When you see the creature kind of like start to move his arms now, like the information is kind of hurting him in a way. What do you guys do?
Oh, well, he wanted to see. He should see it all.
I'll cover her eye.
Okay. As you cover her eye, you see like for a second Safira seems to kind of stop and And then she kind of like takes control of herself again. Oh, I'm sorry. And you see the creature. That was a bit too much. These creatures are horrible. The contract has been nullified as the summoned defendant did not even appear. Neither. You are all completely free of this. Thank you. And you see that once more the planetars change position and stop holding the sword. And now they get closer to the rest of you. They move forward and they kind of like almost surround you all. Especially, you notice that they are surrounding you, mainly you, Bloodwick.
I just, I'm still,
Okay.
yeah, don't know what to do with these people just looking at me and surrounding me. I just don't
So-
want to look down.
Lilith will kind of look at them and say, well, if we're done, then we'll be on our way.
We are not done. We have a second part to this as well. Unfortunately,
What second part? What are you talking about?
we have our second subject for the visit here. The Celestial Court of Arcadia has been notified of your violent murderous acts. Bloodwick Turtle, you killed 2 innocent parents of 4 individuals allegedly executed by you, the one known as War Turtle or Bloodwick Turtle. Is that correct?
Yeah.
There is a witness. I'm glad that you admitting to it. That will help you in your trial. That will take place in a month. You will be teleported and judged accordingly by the Holy Prime Court. You have the right to a representative, and anything you say could be used against you. You have been imposed the penance to carry an ankle ring that will aid you to prevent of further innocent crime until then. And as you all see, with the having to make a perception check, you see this silver ring just appears on in War Turtle's ankle, like a manacle, but only a single ring.
Oh, please, there's no need to be so dramatic. I mean, we're not going anywhere.
This is to prevent him from committing further crime after the Judgment Day.
He doesn't commit any crime. I mean,
He
like,
just admits
it happens to everyone. Sometimes you just
You don't
sleep
have
and
the
you
right to kill
slit the wrong
innocent
throat, you know?
people for no reason. If someone notifies of the incident to the higher celestial courts, someone involved already in a celestial contract, I'm afraid this is what happens. But do not worry. Punishment is not always death.
Even for taking innocent lives?
I'm just trying to make you feel better, but I'm not very good at it. Anyway, now our business has concluded.
I have one request.
Yes.
Could you... You've already mentioned these... which is... Which is attached to my friend's face. Is there a way to remove it?
If I am correct, that I believe I am based on the reaction of the Fraternity Order of Arcadia. This item belongs to a very malevolent entity that used to be a demigod. There is a solution. And he looks towards you, Lilith.
Right?
You are a holy creature. I sense it on you.
Yes.
You could remove it. She will die And perhaps you might be able to bring her back with a little bit of luck.
Oh, you don't suppose you would be able to help me with this, could you?
I am afraid I am running out of time. And he looks at his watch.
Well, I'm
But
sure saving
do not-
someone's life is worth much more than a few minutes.
I wish that was the case. Make a persuasion check.
My gosh, come on.
The creatures all look around and look at you. And you hear a crow from the ceiling. Ah, the DM will not do that when Safira is not here. Ah, Julia is not here. And the crow just flies off. I cannot do it without her being here. It's not fair. She needs to be. Okay with it. But so based on that, you will be the Moderns will say to you, "Okay, we will consider it. Feel free to contact us. My name is 64891.
Cool. Is there like a easy way to get in contact with you? Who do I need to speak to?
You have to just mention my name 3 times while you are saying a prayer to Primus, ruler of
64891.
Mechanos. Yes.
Okay.
Then you will be able to contact me. I can perhaps inspire you somehow. Primus can. He's starting to sound like Claudia. I don't know why. That was meant to start. That isn't meant to be there. They all turn into Claudia in the end.
Then 64891. Our business is concluded, and you can leave.
What was your name again? 24601?
64891.
Sorry.
I know what you're doing there. Damn it.
For a
All
second
right.
I thought you were Jean Valjean.
Jean Valjean, yeah, I was thinking, damn it. And then you see, like, without saying anything, the Modron disappeared in some kind of flash of lights that makes you blind for a second, all of you. And then as you look around, the angels, the planetars are also gone, and you have been left alone with that maniacal.
I believe this is proof
Proof of what?
that I am not evil, because they didn't mention my crown or my book. They only mentioned the eye.
Yes, well played, real. You hear in your mind.
Maybe there is hope for Darkalus yet.
Yeah, I don't think Darkalus is evil. Neither are you.
Darkalus is not a demigod or a god, but seeking to become one.
No, he's quite powerful. Not god-like, but, if he was evil, I think they would have mentioned
The beings that surrounded us, they are beings that protect the gods, celestial beings. If they felt threatened by you, if the gods felt threatened by you, then you would not be standing here anymore. But that does not mean that if the gods did not discern him as evil, that others cannot discern him. He may be not evil to them, but his intentions of Azalin Rex, of himself, are evil.
No, but there are two different people now. Azalin Rex is the first one. He's a separate entity now.
Eventually, once he consumes your mind, Rill, then they'll be the same.
No, that's not what he wants. He wants his own body.
Well, he has a
We'll
body
break the
for now.
curse.
He has his own body. He has your body. Why does he need anyone else's?
No, he doesn't have this one. He asked me for help. I will help him.
I look towards Saphira, and I look towards Lilith. And I'll just go up to Lilith and I'll whisper, do you have the means to revive her if she dies?
1 sec, and she starts looking through her bag.
While you look to her back, you hear in your mind reels one more. What a scold of a man.
Well, I mean, he's just worried about me, I guess.
You should have enough diamonds to revivify her a few times, I believe.
I was just checking the cost of how much it was.
Yeah, however, you aren't sure how this will work in terms of power, because the Modron told you that he could inspire you, so you aren't sure. Does that mean you have to do something else? Is the revivify and killing enough?
With the revivify is not enough.
Then she'll look at Iqbal and just kind of blankly then look past him and say, I'm not sure. I should be able to, but from what the Modron said, it might just be a little bit outside of my abilities to do so on my own.
Make a religion check as you say that. You kind of feel the connection with your deity. Go ahead and make another religion check based on that. Ooh, nice. Okay.
Oh, sorry, I rolled something else. Just
it's the same modifier, right?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. So with 18, you gathered maybe you need a higher level casting. So you think of maybe Raise Dead could do it, but then you think, okay, that's level 5. So you aren't sure whether that will be sufficient, but you think of all other spells that could bring people back. And you know that the highest one that there is through resurrection. And that is quite costly, but that sounds like a bit too much.
Yeah. Didn't the abbot have some kind of ability like this?
Yeah, rolling in your religion check, you will know that the abbot is also a celestial, and you think to yourself that he is not a planetar, but is a slightly lower rank. But he did tell you that if you needed someone to be brought back, he will do it for you, and he actually did it for you. Sway, you remember him bringing back Randall. And the girls.
Oh yeah, it's true, of course. Yeah,
and the
the girls.
little twin girls who came to aid you and then left without saying anything when the cave started to collapse, pretty much.
Huh. Okay. So maybe not on my own, I can't do it, but maybe with the Modron and the Abbot, I could potentially do this, or maybe the Abbot might be able to do this.
You feel, as you say that, you feel that together with the Abbot, combining your powers, if you were to actually do something like that, that would be a very much, almost guaranteed success.
Okay. So let's pick this up a little bit later on and then see if we can do this with the Abbot.
Was the Abbot around?
At this point, he was there, just like sitting on the corner on the chair, kind of like quietly listening. And once you mention his name and stuff, he kind of reacts. Yes, I'm here still. I just mesmerized by this whole event. It's not every day you see a planetar, is it?
I thought they would be bigger.
Me too, to be honest. But maybe they just shrunk to fit the space. I don't know.
Yeah, I
Sounds
guess
weird.
size is not everything.
He kind of looks into the Morning Lord holy symbol on the wall. Yes, you're right.
Out of game to the DM. You do not want
Mhm.
us to do anything to Saphira until she's here.
Yeah, I don't think it's fair though,
Okay.
to be honest with you. Yeah, I like to for you guys to fix her condition and all that, but I think it's a bit mean. You know? I think for her.
No, just double checking.
Just to be fair. Mhm.
You
Are
know.
you guys okay with that?
Yeah.
I think you will. Yeah. It's just a bit quiet, big thing
Of
as
course.
well. You know? Because just out of game as well. Her eye attunement has a thing that once she's attuned to the eye, she never wants to depart from it. So she's not willing gonna just do it
Oh yeah.
as well. So it's gonna become a fight, a combat encounter very likely. So it's just a bit much
Ooh.
without her being here.
With a druid that has two wild shapes,
I know, yeah.
that's gonna be a tough fight.
Yeah, that's gonna be an interesting, tough fight, that's for sure. And she can fly as well. So yeah.
Fair enough.
but-
Well,
So what is your plan of action next? The abbot will ask.
we are to leave this plane of this domain of dread finally and head to somewhere else.
Oh, that's good news. You must be happy. The walls are open now. I'm not sure to which domain you are going, but if you happen to have a map, perhaps you could walk there. It'll take you a few days though. Where are you? Which domain are you going, or are you just leaving the domains of dread altogether?
I don't know, real which domain are we going to?
Darkon, I think. I believe we have to go there for the ritual to deal with the star.
Yeah, as you can see, Rio is just most excited about going to Zarkon, isn't he?
I mean,
Darkon is a lovely place.
It's
Better
amazing.
weather than Barovia, but
Yeah.
similar style. Yes, as dangerous as all. Bloodwick, are you okay? He looks at your manacle on your ankle and to you.
yeah, that was a dick move.
I'm okay. Said it depressedly.
Who did you kill?
Yes, who did you kill? If we may ask.
Some parents.
Whose parents?
I
Do
believe
not.
he said parents of 4. So, 4 kids?
Why?
I do not remember anymore. I killed on the moment.
You see the abbot kind of like looks down towards the floor. I see you, friend. You have a lot of anger and sadness and search for power. It's a dangerous combination. And I'm sorry this is happening to you.
It's part of life.
It's never too late to turn your eyes to faith. Have you heard of the Morning Lord? He will ask you like a proper cleric kind of thing to say.
Yes, but I don't care about faith.
Oh, I mean, you have the best cleric of Karzus. in this domain, you are lucky to travel with her. She's very powerful.
Who are you
I'm
talking
sure
about?
if you... Lilith.
I just laugh.
I mean, she is very powerful.
Yeah, see.
But
You've been reckless, Bloodwick. Through the time that we've known you, you've done things that we've shunted and we've been ignored. There was moments where you were upset in mainly you when children were involved. But now that we hear you have made 4 children orphans, were they bad people?
I believe they were selling the kids.
make a deception check.
I use my luck.
Okay.
I'll just use my passive insight.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm not really-
Anyone who's got the highest passive insight,
16.
they will.
Okay.
Yeah, you will. It becomes like one of those awkward situations.
Everyone knows.
Yeah.
Told us. I'm pretending this is what we need to do.
If you do not
Yeah.
want to tell us the truth, then you will walk alone in a month's time to your own demise. Do you not wish to live on?
At the moment, the way life's going, don't care.
What will you need to feel better, Bloodwick? What do you think it will make you change, if anything? Oh, you see Lilith is kind of like gone into status mode. Whoop, kind of like unwinds and stays still. I think Neil just got kicked out. Died of the call.
Not put thought to it. What make me feel better? I've never known what makes me feel better.
I sense that there is a event that triggered this. Were you always like this?
Used to be a happy sailor.
Perhaps it's that. Maybe you will need to maybe become what you were. Perhaps it's not easy to be in the domains of Ravenloft. I understand. It must be horrible for you people. I remember when I first came here, and thanks to you, I was eventually corrupted as well by the domain's darkness. And thanks to you, you broke the curse on me. You remember? Maybe that's what you need.
I think this is more than that, Sephira. This is a person whose intentions and soul has been tainted by his actions and what he has done. I do not think this is the mist of the Ravenloft. I do not believe it is the place where he stands. We should not pry any further. We should let him decide if he wishes to open up to us, because all we know is that he has fought with us, fought against us. A person that seeks power wherever it shows itself.
Oh, okay.
I've got a question for Cabal. Why are you trusting someone that has Vecna as an eye?
I do not trust in the eye, but I
The
trust
abbot,
in the
the
person.
abbot looks at you. Please do not say his name here.
Why not? What's gonna happen?
His name is power. Every time you say his name, you empower him. He could listen to you, perhaps, as you talk.
He's
And
always
that's okay.
he's always listening. Nothing's changed.
Kind of looks down. I will just please keep going, Cabal. You were getting to something.
No, I wasn't really getting anywhere. I just wanted to stop prying into his life from anyone else because he is not willing to let us know. When he's ready, and if he wishes to let us know in the month he has left, that is up to him. He can seek help from us if he decides to. If he doesn't want it, then we will say goodbye in a month's time.
Oh, the abbot will say, that's sad to hear. I'm sure you can find a solution together. That's your strength, ultimately. I'm sure you will find your way, Bloodwick. And now, I don't know what will happen with that manacle that has been imposed on you, but I assume that will stop you from even attempting to hurt someone innocent. So you should be okay for now. That might help you to make you feel less angry too, I guess.
Well, the person I
We'll
want
take it.
to kill is evil anyway. That makes no difference to me.
We will take one step back just in case he tries to kill him.
And then you see that Lilith is kind of like fully rebooted. There was some kind of like
Ding 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 ding.
yeah, you heard the kind of restarting tone. Yeah. Nice.
Bruce,
Magic
oh sorry, I
trees
just
okay.
there was a button on the side. I just pressed it.
You
I don't know what
accidentally
happened.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I pressed gear. And kind of Claudio is like standing in your shoulder. He'll find out where your switch and button is.
All right. Well, you have a month. You can choose to stay with us as we head to Darkon, or you can live your life as you wish. What would you like to do, Bloodwick? We would appreciate your strength in the matters ahead, but a month is not a long time, and I'm sure if I had the same amount, I would go seek out people that I would like to say goodbye to, or if I was someone like perhaps Scratch, be something more wild and play music. So I do not know what your intentions are. So
On the other hand, the hand might be in Darkon. I think that was part of the plan of Asalin Rex.
I feel that the hand is with someone else that we know, someone that has creeped in our bag. Perhaps it might be a good idea to pay a visit to this creature within its own realm. I refer to that creature that... what should we call it? The Bagman?
The Bagman. Safira repeats like honestly. The Bagman.
I think if you say his name, he comes.
That
So maybe you
Bagman,
should.
Bagman.
No, damn it! Just...
You remember, actually, some of you will remember without having to roll, that for it to work, you have to say his name into the bag of holding. So you need to open your bag of holding and kind of put your head really close to the opening and whisper his name.
It's fine. We're not drunk, so we're not going to do that right now.
or we're not having an orgy, so yes.
You hear at this point, as you're having this conversation, you hear a discussion going on from outside in one of the corridors. You are on the top floor, and you are right above the Mongrel school that Vargas, Victor, and Lydia Petrovna, Sway's relatives, run. And you hear an argument going on outside once more. Vargas, you recognize his voice arguing with Lydia, your auntie, and she's going the same thing. You have to stop. It's too many parties, too many celebrations. This is not Balaki. Why you want to keep this? All will be well, darling. You have to do it. This part of it. And you kind of like keep hearing like there's a discussion going that you gather after a second that Vargas wants to organize some kind of event, but Lydia doesn't agree with it. And then all of a sudden, the barge into the room. You see the door opening, and as they're arguing, they kind of walk in without realizing you are in the office. And Lydia stops. Sway. You're here. And Vargas, you didn't tell me anything. You were coming. And you see the both of them like dressed some kind of black tunics, like a teacher kind of looking, like a very plain kind of black clothing. And Lydia with her characteristic smile, and Vargas quite grumpy.
I'm gonna straight away walk with my open hands to welcome them, to kind of take off their eye of what's happening right there. Everyone is like so down, and
he kind of like, you see your uncle gives you a pat on the back, and Lydia, and they all like, oh wow, you're here, that's really nice, it's good to see you guys. How it was only yesterday, but all good. And they smile.
Yeah, we made it. Thank you.
what a lovely haircut, Auntie. I love it.
Oh, thank you, Sway. And she kind of like fixes her hair. She's got it like tied up on the back, kind of like
Where is your
reddish.
son, Victor?
Oh, he's running a class at the moment. But I'm sure he will join us when he comes. Actually, we were thinking, would you like to eat with us? We have a few hours after dinner, just after class.
We'll take that. I think it's a perfect timing. Thank you.
Oh, fantastic.
I'm gonna look at the others. What do you think?
Yeah, how do I know?
Could always
Oh,
eat.
all right. Oh, that will be wonderful. I will let Victor know as well. All will be well, she says, kind of like mocking Vargas, and he's like, well, yes, all will be well. And he kind of like stomps off. See you soon. We have to continue. And they leave. And
I go with them
okay.
just to kind of catch up and.
Yeah, and your uncle starts
There's
telling you
nothing
the
to
things
do.
that is happening with the Mongrel folk. And out of game, actually, you could have some downtime now. The Darkon situation, you aren't sure how rush it is. But if you wanted to do a few things, if you had anything that you wanted to do out of game, we could push forward a few days, whichever days you guys tell me, or whatever you guys want to do.
I really wants to take the skull back to Argynbost.
Okay.
So, if we have time.
I want to deal with the bagman to kind of find out if he's the one that's been moving the hand and the book around, and who he has given it to, whose bag he's left it in.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna inquire my auntie about good tailor, if there is a good tailor, because my leather pants and jacket are a bit, they're making the noise, so I just want some soft padding.
I mean, I didn't want to say
downtime.
anything, but you are looking a bit tired, Sway. You do need new clothes.
Okay.
That's true.
What about Lilith? Is there anything you would like to achieve if you were to have a few days? Actually, out of game, I remind you, Safira is reading one book, but she told you that you could have the other one. Is that right?
Oh. I don't remember that conversation.
All right. We'll wait for Julia to come back next week, but we'll check on that, because I think the plan that she had one of her books increase her wisdom, I believe, and the other one the constitution. So she was at the moment trying to increase one of the two. So
Yeah, I gave her the
make a
wisdom
note.
one. So
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll make a note here, and then whichever book she's not reading, I think she told you. Do you want it, Lilith? I remember, but I'm not. I want to make sure that she confirms it.
Oh, yeah. I remember we vaguely had a conversation, but I was not even close to my character sheet, so I was like, I don't remember.
Okay. All right. Cool. And is it anything about Cabal, Bagman, Bloodwig? Is it anything you will want to achieve if you had a few days? Any shopping? Anything you will want to buy, or maybe as well you guys have some potions and stuff like that and weapons that you could maybe switch, or abilities and things that you got from the hacks shop.
I'll check the armor I got to Cabal. I'll say, if this is useful to you, keep it. If not, chuck it in a bin. And I want to reflect on the life choices and try remember why I killed those parents.
Okay. So as you kind of like do that, you will start thinking of the situation, and you remember that they kicked some kids, and they were very horrible. to
Oh,
some
in
children.
Demenlieu.
That's
In
it.
Liu.
That's it.
And you were outside the theater, and they were very horrible, and you tried to lecture them about looking after the kids, and they seemed quite smug about it. And now you understand why maybe they were so smug about it, because they were thinking of their kids themselves. Like, okay, we have 4 kids. Who is this person telling us how to treat kids? But they were quite rude to them because they were poor. So in a way, the more you think about it, it's like you overreacted, and the situation was very stressful. Then you remember as well that perhaps right after it happened, you remember seeing the ghost of Sadria, the Onier, that was like this red spectral figure that tried to disintegrate you. Then you gather that maybe the Modron said that there was a witness, but you think to yourself, we killed Sadria, so there was no one else there. Is Sadria the witness? And it makes you wonder whether she's actually.
She just reported
Wait,
him to authorities before.
You
she
didn't.
got
You,
killed.
you didn't kill them both, right? You killed one of them, and then the other one she killed, right?
Yeah, I only killed one.
Yeah, you remember that the wife.
I killed the wife.
I think you killed both of them.
Yeah.
No, I killed the
To
wife.
be honest with you.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. I think in terms of somehow you think to yourself, maybe the other one died because of something else that happened. You aren't sure at this point, but it doesn't feel good, and you feel that this thing in your ankle, this kind of like manacle of some sort, is making you rethink things and give you a different point of view on things. You feel like a little bit enlightened by it.
Really? I was happy that I killed them now. Remember the kids.
Yeah. But then you think at the same time, as you're thinking that, you feel like flashes. Like, imagine like if you have electricity, like when you're charging your phone and you put the hand over it and you feel like a buzz, like a. So that's what you feel in your ankle sometimes, when you think of hurting people or different things, like you see that that reacts to it.
I'm not depressed anymore about this court case. I'm happy. I killed them.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll save more kids now, so I'm getting hurt.
All right. Cool. And in terms of the armor total armor class, you get 13 plus your dexterity to a maximum of 2 plus a +1 bonus. So this AC, this armor will also, if you are not proficient with medium armor, you could still wear it. It's part of the armor itself. So will any of you be interested in that?
No.
What is it?
It's
I'm sorry.
Chainmail, I believe.
Okay, chainmail. No,
yeah, and it's a magical +1. That's the one that Bloodweight has, and it can turn your AC to 16. I don't know if any of you. Cabal, you have your armor at the moment.
Yeah, no.
And Real, I don't think you can wear armor, I believe. Right?
No.
And he has legendary action.
Who else goes? Does Real comes with me?
Where are we going?
To make the clothes. I'm going to the tailor just to improve the clothes.
Yeah, you could.
Meantime,
you could do that.
And we could grab even. I'm gonna whisper to Real that we should kind of, without saying anything, we should just grab Bloodwig to come with us, as he So he's feeling bad that Bloodwig is now has this ordeal, and even though it's been so crazy, he's still with us. So I would like to kind of tag him so he doesn't stay alone.
Sure, we can take him. I'm not sure he'll want to, but
Saw that. Cheeky boy. Don't smile. Touch.
Ray will
you
smile.
could. Yeah.
Sorry, it's just my
You know
son
you
trying to
could
bite
change.
my
No,
finger.
no worries. You could sell it if you want Bloodwig. An armor like this will being rare. It will probably could get you like maybe 800 gold pieces, something like that.
Can we buy potions or anything like that?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, you could do that
I
as
was
well.
looking to brew some.
Yeah, you could brew a potion per day, I believe, Lily. You can make.
Yeah.
It will still cost you 50 gold pieces for each, but
Yeah.
I think we said 40 if you were making them.
Sorry, am I making 4?
No, I said you could make it costs you 40 gold pieces for each potion you make, but it's still
Okay.
cheaper than buying them.
I'll find a poor kid to give the armor to.
Okay, all right. So you do go around Kresk, and it doesn't take you time. There is a few poorer areas around, and then you see this kind of like these two twins, like a boy and a girl, playing on the snow. They kind of make it like a snowman, and they kind of throwing like maybe around 13, 14 years old each. Kind of like they look like malnourished, but they seem happy. One of those scenarios.
Yeah, I'll just give it to them.
The boy takes the armor. He looks at you like, and you realize that he's got a really bad made like a sword. One of those like wooden swords kind of thing with a little bit of a silver tip. That you see that is something that he's been working on. And when he sees you with the armor, he's like, "What? What is this? Wow! What's wrong with it?" And you see that when you give him the armor, he kind of tries to hold it, and he's really, really standing like almost falling by the weight of it, almost.
I'll be like, when you're old enough, protect kids. Kill anyone that hurts them.
What the advice for a kid?
I'll do yeah. I'm gonna do 2 wisdom saving throws for the kids right now. You see the girl kind of looks at you, and she kind of like starts walking backwards, like slowly. But the boy seems to be okay, and he's like, "Yeah, I'll do that. What's your name, sir?"
The one that must not be named.
Wow, the nameless one.
Yes.
This is where War Turtle just created a serial killer.
And he held his sword, like the wooden sword. "I'll do that, sir." And he kind of like starts walking back, like dragging the armor. Thank you so much. Thank you. And he kind of like leaves with the armor. You just gave a kid like an 800 gold pieces armor. You just like saved his life, his family for a year or more, probably.
Yeah.
Amazing. And you see that they reconvened, kind of like the sister is like laughing, and they're like both taking the armor, like, whoa, like this is the best thing that happened to us ever. All right, cool. Safira will continue reading her books. I will ask her to see, because I remember she started to reading it, so she needs a few days to do that. And for the Bagman Cabal, you could research the library of the abbot here. He has quite a extensive library, so you could try to figure out if you find something in there.
Okay, I'll start reading.
So you could either do like a investigation check. This will be over a few days, so make it at investigation check at advantage, or religion, or history, whichever of the 3 you prefer.
All
See
the same.
what you find.
So I would do it with advantage. And I'll be reading through, so I'll make an investigation. Whoa, snap. That is a natural 20, so 28.
Whoa. Okay. So it takes you a while, like the first day you don't really find anything. You keep going through older and older books. There is all these old cases, like it's almost like where the wine cellar is. There is even more bookcases with all these books, like badly packed, full of dust, and they smell like quite one of those that some of them break even some pages when you're looking for them. So it takes you a while, but eventually you find a book about legends and lore of the domains of dread, and in there is different creatures that it speaks about. It speaks about this creature called the Whistler, that is like a forest fiend that can be seen in certain domains. It talks about the Baron Swallowhill, also known as the Headless Hunchman, that is sometimes has its own domain, and it comes to different places, decapitating people, looking for his head and all. You also hear of another stories talking about a fiend, a demon, who traverses the domains of dread, focus on magical items, and it also seems to be some kind of legend. They call him the Collar. And his main aim is to collect as many powerful relics as he can, and no one knows what he does with them and why he does it. But he has been going through generations and generations. And finally, you find a few lines about the Bagman and the actual summoning of the Bagman, and that's where you see. You find the story again, that this was an adventurer who betrayed his party and wanted to hide during the fight, during battle. So he thought that hiding on the back of Holding would be the best idea. And then in time, instead of suffocating as he was undead, slowly and slowly, he's starting to be able to travel from back of Holding to back of Holding, and becomes more and more corrupted, trying to escape, but every time he escapes, the magic between places will keep transforming him and turning him into a monstrous creature. And every night they say that the Bagman skips out of a random back of Holding because he never finds his home, and sometimes even drags people into it. And you gather that, follow my voice, that's what you hear, what you see written, follow my voice, and you have to whisper, Bagman, follow my voice, into a back of Holding 3 times, and by doing that, he will come to you. In terms of how contacting him, you gathered that he's a giant, so it's kind of like almost relate to your bloodline. And you don't make a fate roll, actually.
Rolling the fates.
Let's see if you find if this is successful, if you find a way to actually contact him without summoning him.
That's a natural one.
All right. You start to read on the book. You see a paragraph that starts saying to contact the back of the Bagman without having to summon him, the best way. And then as you start to read, you see that the page itself starts to crumble and turn into ash as you are reading it, and you are not able to read that part as you roll a natural one. So you gather your best call will be to actually whisper his name and follow my voice, Bagman. And perhaps that will summon him to you. But it's very dangerous, and he could actually take you into the back of Holding. You might be wrong. You are unsure whether it's him to blame or not.
I will put the book down in front of her, and I will say, I believe I found something. A few things, actually. Firstly, there is a way to summon the Bagman. But we must say, Bagman, follow my voice into the bag itself. I'm unsure if that will bring him out, or bring them out, or drag us drag the person that said it in.
That sounds pretty straightforward and easy. Let's do it.
Yes, but the idea is that the story behind this is this being is a coward, and it ran away from its friends to hide somewhere. And when it did, it ran into the bag, caused it to suffocate and die. But it did not entirely die. It turned undead, and it has been transformed over time into this fiendish creature that travels from one bag to another. The only strange thing here is that apparently it was a giant. Perhaps making it remember might be the way to be able to diffuse its connection to its whatever it is. Does anyone have anything that could help it remember the past more clearly? I have a method of trying to break possession. If the being itself is being possessed by a darker being, maybe I can break that connection and see if it will remember.
Sounds like something. It's worth a try, I guess.
Any other ideas? Anything that we could do?
I don't really have anything that I know.
The main objective here is to find out if this creature has been taking the magical items, the hand and the book, and where it has taken it to. It does not need saving because it may be beyond saving.
Did you find anything else in the book?
Yes, something else, and I'll shift it kind of towards you. Do you remember this name? The collar.
Why does that sound familiar?
Because we were supposed to kill him in the venue.
Oh, yeah. Oh, shit, I remember.
He was following the carnival.
Yep.
And eventually...
He was that fiend, that guy with the wings, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you remember as well, all of you, that he helped you on the fight with Strahd. He appeared out of nowhere, and in the end, he took 2 magical items from Strahd before he left, and he was very wounded when he left.
I could try to do something, actually. Perhaps.
What is that?
Let me tell you. So I keep collecting those trinkets, right? And I have a trinket of one of the sisters, which I managed to snatch. Perhaps if I break it, I could ask her. Maybe they know.
They know about what?
About the Bagman. How to make him remember. I don't know, just an idea.
Of course, if you think it will work. I do not know how your powers with the spirits works, Way. If that's the way, if there's a way to find out more information, please.
Okay, so I'll do that. So I reach into my pocket and take one of the trinkets, which I...
How does a trinket look like, actually? And please don't tell me all black.
It is always all black. I mean, the shape is
just
different.
imagine that this trinket
So it's like a smoking, like almost like a half ethereal kind of form, like it's there and it's not there, and is in a form of oh god, I think it was the mushroom or something, right? One of them.
Yeah.
Was
she like all these red mushrooms, fungus on her.
Okay, so it just looked like a mushroom. Remember, so I'm just gonna hold it in my hand, concentrate, and then I'm just gonna kind of smash it in front of me. So it makes the classical, like the ninja ball, it makes a smoke.
Okay.
And then from the smoke, the ghost kind of appears in front of me. Like a ethereal shape of her ghost.
Okay, so you see this once more horrendous looking hag, like a very thin white hair, like wispy hair, pieces missing, like some of the her scalp is kind of showing, and you see her skin is all, her body is like elongated arms, very thin and kind of withered hunch, and her face is like a so old that you are not even sure how this creature is still alive, as you saw her on her true form at some point. But now she looks much, much older. So you gather the true form you saw, it wasn't a real true form. And she's got all these kind of like purpley mushrooms growing on her kind of weird barky skin. And she's like, you see her looking at you with like hate in her eyes there.
I have a question for you before I release you to whatever peace you might find, if there is such a place. But first you tell me...
How dare you?
First you tell me, after all three of you muddle with memories of people, I'm pretty sure you might know something about how to make the creature remember. What is the trigger?
What do you mean? Which creature?
Mr. Bagman.
Mr. Bagman.
Bring me a dream.
Boom, 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 boom.
Tell me this and you are free.
Gulkin Valvem, she said.
That's his name. Okay. That's a good one.
Gulkin Valvem.
Gulkin Valvem.
Gulkin Valvem. And she said it 3 times, the name. Release me now, as you promise.
Yeah, so now I'm just gonna poke the cloud. It's gonna disperse.
And you see kind of like a cackle as you kind of like disperse the smoke.
I curse you forever!
Yeah.
Oh no, bitch.
For a second, as you look at Sweat, you see one of his eyes is kind of milky, and then it,
Oh, no.
as it becomes normal again.
What did you find?
Yeah, I'll write that name down actually.
Well, let's see if it works. I managed to extract the name of the creature. That might help it to remember who it is.
Perhaps we use a bit of both. Perhaps we call upon through the bag, but use its
With
real
its real name.
Mm.
Shall we then? I have the buck holding right next to me.
Alright, we should prepare though. I'll go into take out my glaive, and I'll use my bonus action to draw some blood.
Well, are we actually still in the abbey?
So this could have been a couple of days have passed. If you
Okay.
guys are
That's
with
kind
that.
of just okay. Yeah, of course.
So you, in terms of the clothes and stuff like that, we'll just
Yeah,
stop one second.
I just wanted to have
On you,
something
and
like
we
a
move.
soft padding or something, so it reduces the squeaking of the leather.
All right.
fine.
So I'll make a note, and I'll tell you how much it costs on the break. Okay. And you want like which kind of clothes quality do you want?
The best. I'm gonna actually pay for the others as well, for Real's clothes, and I don't know if Bloodwig went with us.
Yeah.
Whatever
Bloodwig, will you have come with them actually, Bloodwig?
Yeah, after I gave the thing to the kids, I'll go with them.
Okay, perfect. All right. So you will be getting
It was
some
highly
nice
recommended.
clothes
The
as well.
stellar was highly recommended by my auntie, who has really... she has style. She's a lady with style, so I'm sure.
DM,
Gonna be
can we
good.
also looking for potions, just healing potions.
Yeah,
you can-
Lilith, as Lilith mentioned, she could make some, but if you want any others, you
Yeah.
could try to do that too.
More expensive and more bigger ones if possible.
All right. So, which kind of potions will you be asking for? Looking for? Let's start with that.
Greater healing and up.
Okay. So let me just make
So
a note.
superior, supreme, anything towards that line.
Okay. All right. So as a group, just to see what you find, anyone who wants to get help Cabal, make a charisma check to see how successful you are looking and talking to people and stuff. You
Who?
gathered
Charisma check, yeah?
yeah, charisma, general charisma. So you will go back to Balaki. Okay. Surprisingly, as you go to Balaki, you actually realize as you pass that completely breaks your thoughts. Is that the Isabetta Morak shop is actually open, and you see her there on her old form, not her oldest, and it's kind of like quite shocking. You wouldn't think she would just be walking around like nothing happened, and that's what has happened. With that 21 charisma, you managed to find roll a d4, please.
Oh, actually, I'm just thinking that was about the potions, right?
Yeah.
Because I wasn't there, was I?
No, you all doing it.
Yeah, okay. All right. So what is it? What you said? Sorry.
Make roll a d4.
A D4, okay.
And I see Neil was writing something. Is it anything, Lilith? How many potions will be? Okay, perfect. Oh, nice. Okay, yeah. So as you are in Balaki, you do that. You get some sweets for the orphans. They love you as always. Okay. And on the D4, you got a 4. Okay. So now roll another D4.
I mean, I have connections here, you know.
Oh, nice.
Fucking hell. All right, amazing. So
Do
you
they keep
find
exploding?
two greater healing and 2 superior
How much is it gonna cost?
potions. Surprisingly, you are recommended to this shop. They will not be a discount price, so it will be the official price. So I'll tell you in a minute. I believe, let's say that greater healing will be, I think it's 150 each. I'm gonna double check. And superiors, I'll check how much. I know superiors are really pricey though. But I'll tell you the price. I'll put a question mark here.
Yeah,
And
okay.
I'll tell you the price later. If it's okay. On the
Sounds
break
good.
as well. Then that happens. So price for the clothes, for the sweets, Lilith, with 5 silver, you could buy sweets enough for the whole orphanage. So you can discount 5 silver if that's what you want, or if you want to buy for a couple of days, you could buy a gold. Worth.
Yeah,
That would be a lot.
just looking to kind of get some breads. I had a question. If I wanted to be creating something more than a regular healing potion, do I need a different kit, or do I need to learn
You just
something
need
new?
to do foraging. I can't remember where the mechanics were. What were you looking for? Greater healing?
Is that the next one up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll say that on this time as well. So instead of creating 4 regular potions, you could create 1 greater healing and 2 regular potions.
Okay. 1
If you're happy
greater.
with that. And that will cost you, the greater healing will cost you, for you to make it will be 90 gold pieces.
Okay.
And then the regular healing 40. Actually, 80. Sorry, not 90. 80. 80
So,
for the grade tea and 40 for the regular. And when you go to the sweets shop, you find Sibylna there. Actually,
oh shit.
how does each of you react to it? She's talking to you like nothing happened. Oh, dearie, how are you? Like if you never actually fought her or anything.
She's like perfectly fine. Just coming in to buy some more treats for the town. How are you doing?
Yes, it's been interesting. That's the best description I have. I
Oh,
guess I see things that I didn't see before now. Thanks to
What-
you, I guess.
do you see now?
I think I kind of lost myself a little. And
Care to elaborate?
well, I don't know how, but I turned into something I wasn't. I've never really been what I became, and I don't really even remember why that happened. It's weird. It feels like I have forgotten some things. Wouldn't you know why? She looks at you. And you can make an insight check, actually.
She wants to assume that it had something to do with the memory
Why you not
stones.
listening to mommy?
Oh no. Yeah.
That's why she got things. She wasn't
Why you
listening
not
to her
listening to my
mommy.
leave my cable now? Why you not listening to mommy?
Oh no, put
Hey,
yourself on
Barrett.
mute.
Sorry.
No, don't worry. It's okay. It's just for you. I don't mind. He's a good parent, you can all say. He's a good.
18 insight for me. Think about.
Okay. Um.
Ooh, 29.
Whoa, okay. Lilith, you think that something has happened to her. Her memory has been modified. She generally seems like she can't remember a lot of the events that happen.
She
I
feels
will go-
something, obviously, but she doesn't know
I'll
where. It was weird.
go to Salbuna. Perhaps instead of me buying these treats, maybe I can give you the money to do something for the town and the children.
I've always liked children.
Yeah, I mean, there's an orphanage down the road that I visit whenever I'm around. They absolutely adore your treats, which I buy from you.
Oh, that
Yeah.
would be Claudia Velasco's establishment. She's a nice lady.
Yeah, I mean, it would probably be something special if the kids got to see the person that was treating them with all the treats, I guess.
Oh, we have a special. The Day of the Dead is coming soon, so we are already making these little pumpkin tarts. I'm sure they will love that. And you see these little tarts with like a pumpkin filling on it and some kind of like glazing over it.
Oh, do you have some of them now that I might be able to take?
Yes, I can. Would you like? She starts like getting a few with these kind of nice tweezers, and you realize any of you make a perception check actually, as well.
They're heavily coated in poison. She's not even trying to hide it.
As she's serving the things with the tweezers, you see that she kind of like moves, and for a second you see a tiny piece of her feet and shoes, and only you, Bloodwick, you notice she's wearing the same manacle that you are on her ankle as well.
Know what to do about that? Ask her.
This has been served for everyone.
She looks at Safira and says, "You wouldn't know what's happened in Beres, my dear, will you? Safira looks. I don't know what you mean. I don't know where Beres is. Well. Ow. She kind of like makes this movement like something's happened to her for a second, and she looks at you back again, Lilith, and a smile. All right, dearie. So, yes, that's a good idea. And with your passive insights, you gather that whatever this manacle is doing to her is stopping her from having this kind of like negative thoughts on her, and it seems to hurt her even to have them.
Oh,
So you got that she's been served as well after you did the footage with the Modron as well and the Celestials.
yeah. You wouldn't happen to have had any unusual visitors today?
On the last few days, everything seems a bit cloudy. I remember just being here, happy. Really, nothing interesting happened in the last few days that I recall.
That's no problem. I will. I'll buy all of your pumpkin tarts.
Oh, that's wonderful.
I don't suppose you have any of those sweets that kind of give you the happy sensation or bring back a happy memory.
Sure, of course. That will be our macadamian nuts. Damn it, I forgot the names. How they call them? The things that I'm thinking of. The little madeleines that they used to do in Nobu. Financiers, yeah, that's it. Yes, macadamian nuts financiers. That's the really good ones that give you a little happy kick. Sure, that will be each of them. They are like they are not a little bit more expensive. 1 silver each, if you remember.
Okay. And how many of those can I get?
I have like a dozen left.
I'll take them all as well.
Oh, amazing. Okay, so that will be a total of 3 gold for all of this.
Okay. That is fine. Bam. So she hands over 3 gold pieces.
Oh, fantastic. Always a pleasure doing a business with you outsiders, she says, creepily.
As always. And are there any kind of rich families in Barovia?
I mean, you have your relatives, Sway. The Wachters, they've always been doing well. The Burgermeisters, and you have, well, the richest family that used to be here, obviously, are the Durst. But she looks at Cabal. I guess you are the richest Durst now, aren't you?
I do not know what you mean. My name is Cabal. I do not belong here.
Okay, fair enough.
You call him the Cabal rich bitch.
I'm actually pretty rich.
All right, and sure, and she kind of bids you goodbye. Thank you. Nice to see you. Pop down when you come to Balaki anytime. I'm always here.
Okay. And then I suppose Lilith will leave and wait for everyone else that followed her into the shop to come out and goes, that was a bit strange.
Felt like whatever she was doing here has been put upon herself. Someone has modified her memory of some sort.
Hmm.
I was going to decapitate her there and then, but she did not show any intent, or she does not even remember what had happened the other day.
No. But here, try one of these, and she'll give one of the macadamian patisseries.
Right? As you eat it, Cabal, you feel like joy. Not euphoric joy, more like a relax. Yeah, it just feels so right. Your stomach kind of like feels warm, and then all these happy thoughts. You start looking in the sky, and you see. You never notice how beautiful the blue sky is some days in Barovia, and all these kind of details that you see around you, like even the greenery, the little flowers that grow on the edges of the pebbles of the streets, and all this moss and with little flowers. So it's like enhances your sensation altogether, and you feel so good.
I'm just gonna grab Cabal by the hand. Cabal, are you okay? What's wrong with your face?
Your hands,
Yeah, you see he's smiling like a quite rare scene.
Your hands are very soft.
Like you never work in your life, yeah, you can see.
How did you make them so soft?
Will put his hands in his pockets.
I walk up to Bloodwick. This hand of yours is soft as well. It looks almost brand new.
This new. Not my old arm.
You should keep this new one. It looks better on you. What a wonderful day. We should keep going. See the more beauty of this land.
I'm just gonna look at the others with the face. Like, what?
All right, and as you guys are walking in Baraki, admiring this beauty, I will imagine Lilith, each of you have one of these financiers, if you're okay with that or not. But it seems to be a good day today, you know? You see the star glooming in there on the sky, and every time you look at it, you are reminded that the same way that you have defeated the Dark Lords of the lands, a couple of them, you know for certain that your adventure in Darkon, you shall be victorious, and that kind of like feeling of achievement, kind of like, and the beauty of the town itself, even on its doom and despair, brings you joy. And on that second of joy, as you guys walking down the street, we'll take a little break. Thanks for watching. Don't go anywhere. We will be back shortly. right, welcome back. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here with us in this adventure as the guys take a little bit of time to acquire materials. Shoppings have been made. Real bought some Draconian clothes on styled, more like capes, tricon hats, darker, higher boots, like a slightly cooler as well, for temperature-wise, more adaptable. And Sway got some fine clothing for everyone, even a little outfit like looks like a Indiana Jones adventurer kind of for Claudio, that he looks super awesome on, with even a matching hat as well. Like he looks like a baby Indiana Jones, all in brown kind of shorts. And all of you look amazing. And as these few days go by, how many downtime days would you like to take? Actually, this time it's been 2 days now.
How long will it take us to get to Arginvost?
To Arginvost, it will be another 2 days if you guys choose to go to Arginvost.
Real?
Yeah, we can do that.
All right. Okay. So the travel, like always, takes you from Balaki to Arginvost. It takes you a few good 8-9 hours. You go with your carriages, I assume, with your drakes.
We're taking
or
the
are
skull,
you
right?
all going? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So the skull could fit. You could get one of those. You could hire for 5 gold pieces. You could hire a little cart to take with you to carry it from the same woman that you hired the carts before in Balaki. The same person who sold you the drakes and all that. So that could be an option.
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll take.
All right. Yeah. So for 5 gold, you could hire for a few days. She will ask for a 20 gold deposit, but she knows you, so she doesn't seem too bothered about it. And you head on your way. And after a few days traveling up the mountain, it gets colder and the terrain keeps changing. And eventually you see once more this once you pass by the mountain and traverse and start taking the paths, it keeps ascending higher once more, like similar to Kresk, until you see the huge mansion or construction of Arginvost. You entering through the main gate. So once you pass the iron fence, you see the statue of a silver dragon that you know already that it has to have like a breath that is not working. It's some magical around it. And you see the huge gates of Arginvost mansion. Give me 1 second because I'm going through the documents to approaching the mansion. Yeah, that will be. Yeah, so you see this sepulchral mansion with turrets caped like a fairy tale cones and scopes, different battlements, and the structure seems to still collapse in some portions, the roofs and stuff like that, the octagonal towers. And as always, there is like a fog, and you hear wolves howling in the distance as well. And you see the ominous doors. So let me actually give you a map. Let's do it like this, because actually we have a map here. So why not? I think your icons might be there.
Do you remember this place, Lilith?
No, do I?
Perhaps it would be pretty vague because you were consumed by the power of that woven deity.
Oh yeah, I totally remember this.
I believe this was the place you were freed from it.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of trouble done back in the days.
Yes, you have.
You have these memories of you being in a cage and all those things for the evening. It doesn't feel very reassuring to you.
Yeah. Well, no, I don't have any plans on getting those powers.
Your icons might be there. Icons from the past. Yep, they are there.
Oh,
Right. I was hoping they wouldn't be. Okay.
War Turtle,
Boom.
you've never been here before, but there are spirits.
Oreo!
There will be spirits and ghosts around.
Run, Oreo! Run!
Yeah. Yeah, actually, let me give you light. There's no point to hide the map for you. Why not? Bam. So you should be able to see the whole thing now. Ish. Okay. So as you see the gates, you know there is different ways to enter. You could pass from the right, go all around it, and you will actually get straight away to where the dragon bones were kept. Otherwise, you could enter the mansion, explore a little, see the situation, and then do that. Which of the two options would you like?
We're not here to visit anyone, are we, Rill?
No, we should just put the skull back into the chapel.
I'll start getting the horses to go around the mansion instead then.
Okay, perfect. Does the rest of you follow as well?
Yeah. Yes.
All right. So as you pass, you see an area that has been completely ruined. You remember that's where the spiders are. You can all make perception checks as you Actually, would you like to do it stealthily? I will say Saphira will cast Pass Without a Trace if you want to do a stealthy. Entering,
just in
as you
case.
know that the spiders ballroom, you can see there between the rubble of the partially collapsed, you see a pink marble floor and broken chandeliers and chairs and furniture, and then you see all these spider webs around. So please make a stealth check with a +10. Saphira will start casting Pass Without a Trace, and all the stones on the ground will start flying for a second. The wind will pick
You
up.
said stealth?
Mm-hmm.
Stealth,
If
okay.
that's the approach you want to take.
Oh dear.
And now this will be based on the passive perception of these spiders that is literally 10.
I rolled 2, that's 36 for me.
Oh, nice. Well done. Yeah, I mean with
15.
your combat 15 for you, Cabal. Okay, yeah, that's as long as you don't roll 2 natural ones, you were okay. So you kind of like made your way super stealthily. Saphira as well. I'll roll for her here. 1 sec. Okay, yeah, that's 17 for Saphira as well with her +10. So yeah, you managed to pass without, you hear like some toy movement and skittering, but you pass that and you get to the ruined stable where you see that the old stable was there with a wooden state. This will be a good place to keep your horses for a little bit if you want them out of the way as well. And you keep walking until you see in the distance this little tower. As you pass by the Chapel of the Morning Lord as well, you see that the windows seem to be cracked, and a stone wall chapel can be seen. You see these narrow spiral staircases as you peek through the panels of stained glass windows and stuff like that, and you see an altar. Will anyone like to take a peek there as you pass? Or
Yeah, of course.
Just
Yeah.
ignore it. Up to you.
I'll have a look.
Yeah, luckily.
Okay.
What do I do? Investigation, perception?
Perception, please, for this one.
Perception. It's dark.
Yeah.
I need to take my glasses. My night vision gold off.
Curiosity, yeah. Plus cutting all that. You sway, like you said, the mist seems to be, this fog seems to be quite present inside the chapel. But Lilith and you, Bloodwick, actually just Lilith, you realize that you see 3 armor figures kneeling on the altar like you saw before. There seem to be some kind of revenants with long swords, clad in chainmail. But they don't
The
seem to be,
the same old revenants there.
yeah, the same NPC revenants, kind of like with the one line in there. Bless them. Do you do anything about this, Lilith?
Weren't we supposed to bring them something? Or yeah,
I think maybe when we put the skull, there might be okay.
skull. But wasn't there something else? Wasn't there some sword or something? I remember. Or they gave it to someone. I don't remember. So just something.
Yeah, you, Cabal, as you are having this conversation, Cabal, you think of that sword that you gave away to your old companion Flint, and it was the sword from the Revenant here, whose name was, damn it, I'll have to check my notes a bit more, but yeah, I can find out for you if you want.
That sword is long gone now. Do you
But in
remember?
this timeline, maybe they have the sword still.
Perhaps.
Because you change time, and I look at Lilith.
She does a shifty eye look.
As you
Because
keep
that happened
walking,
so long ago.
as you keep walking, you see this mausoleum, this kind of like a cemetery there, also covered in fog. There is a fence, like a 7 feet tall rod fence, so wrought iron. You could jump the fence. That will require an easy athletics check. You could help each other. You could use athletics or acrobatics and do it helping each other. So please make a athletics or acrobatic check at advantage
Does
as a group.
is the gate locked, or can we open it?
There is no
There's no gate.
actual
No gate,
gate.
it's
Yeah,
just
you
gotcha.
remember that the way to enter this place would have been normally to go through the inside the castle. Yeah, through those stairs down there. But then you will have to disturb the revenants. Oh, nice, Lilith! Wow, fucking double 10-20s, nice. Even if it's not natural. Sway kind of jumps the fence like a 3 pirouette, kind of like flashing now his new coat. He's kind of like cheating. You're not
I'm
even
just
sure
gonna
this
flip
is
and stay on top
fine,
of the fence. I'm just gonna super stealthily balance on my one hand with my legs spread, and I'm just gonna flip it back.
Amazing.
Can I use athletics to climb over?
Yeah, either athletics or acrobatics, your choice. Same for you, Bloodwick and Real. At advantage.
24.
Whoa!
Bloodwick is supernatural.
Okay. I think Bloodwick, how does it look like when you jump? As you see Sway doing this pirouette and you imitate it to perfection.
You just see I go into my shell mid-air and I come out of my shell just before I land.
Wow, yeah, so it's like attacking, kind of like you see the shell rotating in the air, like doing all these pirouettes, like like it feels like you just flip a coin into the air, and then in the last second he just kind of like lands on this 3-point landing, like badass coming out the shell just on time. Amazing. And Dark Colors Real, what did you get?
Get this.
Oh, nice. You see
Okay.
Real
I don't
just says a word of power.
I don't do physical work.
Yeah. And for a second, you see as Real shifts into this misty step form from one place to another. For a second, you feel like there was 2 people there. For a quick second, you see Real, and then you see like a figure, kind of like next to him, like a shadow kind of creature that you gather is Dark Colors. You discern the crown, the shape of the crown. For a second, and he vanishes on the silvery mist as well. And you are all inside. Looking at there, you see the tarnished silver plate gargoyles that are windmills that are on top of this structure, this kind of mausoleum, like a stone tile roof, around 8 feet 8 feet tall, sorry, and 4 foot wide. And there is a marble door that is closed. You see engraving there is the name Arginvost. And I will assume that you have taken the skull and kind of moved it across, and the skull is in there in the middle as
Yeah,
well.
we would have
somewhere
got one of
around
the drakes to just pick it up and put it on the other
there.
side.
Yeah. With one drake, it will be a bit hard, but Saphira will ask a couple of them, so they will kind of like fly out of the view and just enter it from the north side, so they don't disturb the revenants, and the skull is there. I will need whoever wants to open the door to make an athletics check. You could do it with advantage if you are doing it as a team. As you remember, the door is really heavy. And it's
You are
made
so
out of
strong.
stone.
I'll help Bloodwick.
And blood.
Athletics, innit?
Okay, yeah, you need a 15. So initially you start pushing and it doesn't seem to move, but then I assume Cabal, will you be the one helping him? Yeah, and then Cabal kind of give you the second push, and then once you both together, you feel Cabal's force. Cabal is really good at pushing structures, and you feel that input of him like so strong as the door moves, like scraping on the floor, like you hear it so loud. And Lilith, with your passive perception, you realize now that the three revenants have moved towards the window and they are staring at you.
That's
Oh.
creepy.
Immobile.
Waves.
That is
Hi
just
guys.
creepy.
It looks like we have their attention now.
You see one of them starts facing through. Slowly, like in a slow motion, but it's gonna take him a while.
Okay, she'll go. Now, before you come over here, we're here to kind of help you find peace. So please, we don't need to go through whatever you're going to do right now. We're going to put some stuff there for you, and you're going to be all happy, and then kind of fade away into a happier place.
Make a persuasion check at advantage, because you have the holy symbol of Ravenkind in your neck, and everyone is just there mesmerized. I imagine the situation, and the Revenant is kind of like moving so slowly towards your direction.
11.
Yeah, you see the creature doesn't seem to be stopping, but in the meantime, just as Lilith is facing, the door stays open. Real and Sway, Bloodwick, even Cabal, do you guys do anything?
I mean, we're just starting to move the skull into the mausoleum.
Alright, so you see that the interior of the mausoleum is dark and dusty, and there is 4 empty alcoves that are slightly raised from the floor, and etched into the far wall you see written in Draconic that, if I remember correctly, Real, you understand Draconic? Right?
Check. I do, yeah.
Yeah, so you will read, "Here lies the bones and treasure of Arginvost, Lord of Arginvost, Tholt, founder of the Order of the Silver Dragon." But the bones are not there because you have it.
Yeah.
So how quickly do you guys do this? Let's do something. Okay. So I will roll. Let's see. I need everyone to make. Actually, let's do initiative. Why not? Even though not much is gonna happen, but everyone roll initiative, please. We will just do it without initiative order. Just all style initiative. Okay. And I will roll initiative that he roll a 6 for the Revenant as well.
$11 for
Let's
Cabal.
start.
No idea why this
Okay.
is.
11 for Cabal.
Not
Okay, so
showing.
let's go one by one. Okay. So first to act will be you, Sway. These have a +2, so it will be an 8. So 8 for the Revenant. Perfect. So Sway, what would you like to do? You see the Revenant is slowly approaching. You have your action. You are next to the door, so you could use an action to push the skull. You could try to attack the Revenant. What would you like to do?
No, I'm just gonna speak.
What do you say to it? Why are you?
Good day of fraternity to you. Here we are again. We came back as we promised, and we brought what was taken from here. We brought it back to you, the power of the place, the skull of the dragon.
You carry the skull. What thieves! And he shouts, and you see the other two also now face through as well. Make a persuasion check.
What do you mean? I just told you the skull was taken from here. It was stolen. We brought it back.
You are enemies of Archinvol's, you're enemies of ours.
For fuck's sake.
Spies of the devil.
Could I try to persuade him?
Yeah, do it at advantage because you have your whole team, and you did mention the dragon skull, and you have the dragon skull in you.
Oh crap.
Okay, you've seen they stop. What will you do with it? Give us back what is ours.
Are you dead or something? We brought it back to give it back to you.
You see that, as you remember, their curse stopped them from being reasonable. They have an aim that is to defend and attack whoever comes here, and you remember
so there is
that
no
from
point
the
to
past.
reason.
Yeah, but you will have used your action on this persuasion check, but you still have movement. Would you like to do anything with your movement?
Who has the skull?
The skull is being pushed by Cabal and Bloodwig, I will imagine, as they are the strongest.
Yeah.
Right? So on their turn, they could successfully push it all the way if they wanted to.
Yes, I'm just gonna make space and show them, look, we're returning the skull back to you.
That's what thieves say. Lilith,
For fuck's sake.
you are next. What would you like to do?
She'll give them an ultimatum that they can stand aside and let us put the skull in its rightful place, like we've been saying, or they can choose to be destroyed.
Okay.
We cannot destroy them, they just keep coming back.
Yeah,
make a religion check, Lilith, at advantage,
But-
as you have faced
Yeah,
these creatures. Just 1 second,
tried,
Soy,
but-
Lilith. She's there.
Oh,
She can
okay.
see you.
I was just
Yeah,
gonna tell Lily that I tried to reason with them, but they seems to ignore the reasoning. That's it.
Yeah, I know you can destroy them. I just couldn't think of the right word to describe what would happen to them. Just you go to a respawn point. I don't know.
I respond.
All right. With a 16, you remember that these creatures seem to be immune to effects of turn undead.
Oh no, she was implying the old-fashioned way.
Okay. So just as you say that, and you also just rolling on that, you remember that they regenerate as well. But that would have been your interaction. So as you persuade them, you want to go like intimidation, maybe with your holy symbol, or like which kind of way do you do it?
I mean, she wouldn't be using a holy symbol. What would she be doing? She would do spirit guardians. That would be her intimidation.
All right, so make as the spirit guardians activate, make an intimidation check at advantage as you see all these dead adventurers, kind of spectral figures as well. They all kind of like help you to kind of like usher them away, and you see them kind of like looking at it like in anger, but at the same time concern. You know how easily this happened.
Cool.
Yeah, second level, okay, perfect.
Cool.
Fourth level.
What do you want? Intimidation.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Advantage because they're spirit guardians.
They are not.
Your holy magic is not effective with us, they say. Anything else from you, Lilith?
Damn it.
I know, that was looking so well. This is one of the situations like the dice fucked you pretty much because it was like such an amazing scene. I'm thinking, oh wow, that's so cool. And then,
You know what? She had the wrong spirits come up, and it's got like, a rabbit just bouncing about, maybe animals. It's kind of like almost a.
Oh, no.
She's like, fuck, how am I supposed to intimidate anybody with this?
Yeah, about it. Okay, perfect. And then after your turn, let me just put the tokens there just for movement's sake. It will be Darkalos or Darkalos. You're next. Is that right? Yeah, Lilith. Yeah. Where is Darkalos? Rex. Yeah.
will-
Alex.
He will touch the skull, and he will use the book to cast levitate on it.
Ooh. Okay, amazing.
So he will just float like 5 feet off the ground, so you can just push it into place easily.
Okay. Amazing. So as you you put it where it's meant to be. So give me 1 second. Because I thought that was here. Okay. As you put it, you hear once more like a roar. Like you think from the sky for a second. The ones of you who are outside, you can see this kind of misty spectral figure of a dragon that appears on the peaked on the highest tower, looking down, and you see him like flying towards your direction. His wings kind of like open, and as the misty wings get closer and closer, you see his figure starts to materialize more like into a physical form, and this huge silvery dragon just lands in there, looking at all of you. You don't feel normally, as you have been next to dragons, you normally feel this dread, fear, kind of frightening aura, but this dragon is not coming to attack you, and he looks at all of you. You have saved our souls, adventurers from afar. And you see like his snout moving, and it seems like he's there physically, but it doesn't make sense, like he's just a ghost who you can see. He's not an ethereal style ghost, he's just a huge dragon. As the revenants start moving backwards, and they, without saying anything, they just go like, "Oop, nope," and they just go back to the chapel just like that, without even saying anything. And you see this huge dragon, and he says, "You might be given the grant. Are you enemies of Strahd Panzarovich?"
Oh yeah, we totally already killed him. I mean, he's been taken care of.
I feel his presence. He lives.
I mean, we put his soul into a magical device, so he won't be coming back. I don't know.
Thank you either way. May you be blessed by my gift once more.
Oh, you remember the old time?
We dragons live many lives. You have been here many times. Many of you all looked similar to me. And then you see that the beacon, the highest tower where the dragon was speaking, starts to illuminate. And as it does, all of you feel this blessing, and your AC increases to +1 to all of you once more.
Yay!
As the spirits of the dragon starts to materialize as he's there talking to you, you see flickers of light start to fly off kind of like propels into the air, and you gather that these are all the spirits of different warriors that were there, like hundreds of them kind of fly in this kind of like scene like Ghostbusters, you know, when the kind of like the spirits come out and you see like these flickers of light and flying up, leaving a trail behind them until he gets to his turn. He's looking at you.
Well, it's your turn to go and rest. We will
Thank
continue.
you again. Blessings from the morning Lord to you all. And then slowly his voice kind of gets taken as he turns into a silvery mist as well, and then it starts, his soul and his spirit start flying up towards the sky and vanishes there. And the beacon remains lit. I'm not sure if some of you might have subtracted that bonus again or not, so we'll go through everyone's AC, but now make sure that you all change it in your character sheets.
I mean, it's a shame that it only works while we're in Barovia, but you know. Well, you're going to leave in like a
You've
couple of
never
days.
been to Darkon, so you know, like you remember when.
Well, I
you
remember in
Demon
Demon Liu it didn't work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you will assume that that will not work when you leave Barovia. But at that point, the barriers were closed, so now the barriers are open. So it could be different. I want everyone to make a fate roll. You have 5 rolls. You need more successes than failures. If you fail, it will not work. If
You should do that in every fight. Like, just do a fate roll before the fight to see if it's going through right now. You know, the mists are open and it goes through.
I would like to use my inspiration.
Okay. All right. Sure.
Much better.
All right. And what would you get, Cabal? Actually, you cannot fail at this point now. All right. Yeah. So
17.
for some divine magic, this will carry over as the mists are open now. So it will carry over in as long as you are in the domains of dread. Once you leave,
Kind of magic.
Yeah, amazing. Well done, guys. And you can all take a point of inspiration again as well, extra for freeing the soul of the revenants and all, and doing the skull that you didn't have to do. So please mark an inspiration as well. Well done. All right, nice. After this beautiful thing, do you guys want to loot the place? Now that it's empty.
No, I think we looted it already before.
Is there another amulet of Ravenkind inside?
Ooh, that will be interesting. Actually, you wouldn't know what it is, though, so you could stay a few days looking for it. Maybe there is.
Well, we remember where it was, right? It was somewhere upstairs.
But you will always remember as well that was determined by the rate of cards of Madame Eva, so maybe now it has changed. So you go to the very highest peak. You remember that it's there where the ravens were. It was like in a very high tower on the rooftop, close to the beacon, actually. And let me just make sure the map is just there. Yeah, K50, that's what it was.
I mean, I think it would be a bit of a waste because there's only one cleric in the party. So
as you get there, you see the same ravens than before, and you kind of make a investigation. You investigate, and it doesn't seem to be any. But what you do notice is that your old friend's companion raven, Sergei, is actually there. You recognize this raven with a white feather, and you know that this is not a raven, that's a person. And as you are there, she kind of transforms into her Bistani, into her kind of like human form. And she says to you, "Oh, Rio, is that you?"
Yeah.
It's
You remember
been a long
me?
time. Of course, I remember you. You guys help us so much. You did so much for us. You helped me to save my soul and all, and broke the curse. Of course, how could I remember you? Forget
now you have kids together?
Well, no, that only happened once, Sway.
No. Me and Real, we didn't do that. Oh no, please. And she kind of like gets blushed.
No, I had a thing with a hag, but it didn't work out.
ink with
Yeah.
her.
That sounds horrendous. She says, like, is it?
I
You put
mean,
her
you
hands
know,
in a
it was
hand
okay
for
at the
operation.
time for, you know, I had a lot of drink and, you know, but
Oh wow. Okay, you do look different though, a bit paler. I don't know why. But
yeah, just I haven't been in the sun for so long.
He's just so good now that his color changed to heavenly blue.
yeah, it's nice to see you. Just remember the old times, visiting some Raven friends. But anyway, it's I see the beacon is on. I guess that's you, right?
We thought we should, you know, do it again. Look, bring it back.
Oh wow.
It was a
Well done.
fight.
You are the best, guys.
Oh,
Cabal,
okay.
would you like to have a look to see if the sword is there too? From Vladimir Hongard.
No, we don't
Okay.
need it.
All right. And as you guys have this conversation, you have a look around. The place seems deserted more than ever, and the days pass. Unless any of you want to do anything, you will imagine say goodbye to this beautiful girl who has appeared out of nowhere once more. And Cabal, how would you like to go to Darkon? Would you like to walk? Would you like to get a map? Would you like to use the mists? You could do it either way. You would have to go to the borders of Barovia.
Are we not dealing with the bagman?
Yeah, this could be up the back, man.
Yeah.
All right.
So
Okay.
let's do that.
So before you go to Barovia, where would you like to be when you confront the bagman?
Somewhere open, somewhere outside, I guess.
Okay. You also remember that even though you summon him, as you I assume you will have done the ritual already, that he doesn't always appear. Though.
But will he appear with his real name?
Okay, so how will you guys do it? So just describe to me where and how you do it, and then I'll tell you.
I mean, yeah, like you're right. It should be like outdoors somewhere further away from people and open space, but we should have some cover as well, just in case, at least to hide us behind something, or I don't know. So it could be close to a mountain where are some rocks. I mean, just I don't know, just in case. Because if we are in the open, then we are exposed to whatever happens.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, that was.
How will you ritual call this creature? What will you say? So let's say that you guys are doing it now. Actually, you could be doing it now if you wanted. In here, right outside. This will be a place far away. And away
yeah.
from people.
What was the name? His real name?
Gulkin Valman.
Then one of you please place your bag down and speak its name from what it says.
Oh, I will quickly move some stuff out of my bag of holding into a regular bag, and then I'll throw the bag of holding into the ground between us.
Okay. And as you say his name like that, and you throw the bag.
I put my bag next to his. So.
Okay. Slowly, just like before. You get me off guard, so I don't have the art for him. You see first a hand slowly poking out, like a hair covering his skinny face. Imagine like Gollum with a black wig. That's what it looks like.
Oh.
Skinny, lanky, like tall, elongated fingers. And he kind of screams, I need you all to roll initiative. He is not a reasonable kind of creature. Actually,
Would
if you
my-
guys want, we can use the same initiative from before to keep it easier. But otherwise, you can roll a new one, and I'll find an icon for him as well.
Would
I mean,
my
do we
spirit
want
guardians
anything?
be
Actually,
able-
do we want anything from him, or we just planning to kill him?
I mean, we want to know if he's been taking the stuff. The hand and
Yeah,
the
of course, yeah.
Is my spirit guardian still going?
I'll be right back.
Okay. I think this will have been like a while though, but it
Okay.
can be a different day if you want. It doesn't have to be today. You know, you could have done it the day after. We're just using this map. You know, like but
Okay.
it could be tomorrow if you guys prefer. I'm happy with that. Let me just remove some tokens because you have a lot of repetitions here. So do you guys see that initiative actually?
No, I only see Lilith, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Only Lilith, so that's fine then. Okay.
He's the only one on the map. That's
Yeah.
why.
That you can put your tokens. You remember how to do the tokens thing? So please, if you put your tokens, then that's gonna make it easier and roll initiative if you haven't done it yet. I'll do for you, Sway. You are there. Mini Sway. Cool.
I don't know how to do it.
Okay. In terms of space, let's just say that the icons are bigger. You know, just why not? And Bloodwick, do you know how to drag your icon over?
No, I don't know.
So if you just hover on the name, you find in the Bloodwick turtle on the journal, and then just hover above it and click it and just drag it. You know, same for you, Sway. Now I've done it, so for you,
Okay.
Sway. But yeah, that's it. And then you appear there in small. And Cabal, I'll do mouse one. Okay. Okay, well, Cabal is smaller than everyone. All right. So, did you roll initiative, Tom?
Oh,
I can't see anyone.
My initiative was 18 before.
I'm gonna delete everyone just to make it easier because then, and I'll add your turn now. Okay. Yeah, that's gonna work better. Then you're gonna see all of you now.
I can only see Oreo, a rabbit
Yeah,
on
now-
the top left,
Yeah.
and a map.
Yeah, Oreo's there. Yeah.
You have to go back down, way down on the map.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's
you're
a map.
there.
Yeah,
There's
well-
two maps. Okay, I
Yeah,
see.
yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Stop spending time with Oreo. Come to join us.
Oh, Oreo the rabbit, bless him. Okay, perfect. Okay, and I think we got everyone. So Lilith, it was a 16, right, for you?
Yep.
Okay. Bloodwig, what did you get for initiative? 13. And Cabal, are you back? I think we lost Mo.
he said he would be right back.
Yeah, okay, cool.
There's there's two icons for me.
Okay, so all right. So let me remove. Okay, the small one. I
Yeah.
think that one can go. Okay, cool. And the Bagman, he got at okay, a 6 plus, yeah. Okay, so 7 for the Bagman. So he's the last. Okay. Damn it! I still don't have an icon for him. Let me see what I have here. We'll just do it like this. Why not? Who is this one? Oh no. Okay. All right. Oh, you know what? Why not? So as the Bagman comes out, he appears to look like a piglet, the most horrific piglet you've ever seen. A piglet mouse, and that's what we're gonna use. Bam! That's the Bagman. Amazing. Okay. Okay. So imagine the fountain is not really there. It's just like a plain field. And Sway, what do you do?
Well, I'm gonna. He looks horrific. I can see his big red mouth, whatever it is, face. Fucking terrific.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna activate, as a bonus action, I'm gonna activate Sunblade.
Okay. Perfect.
Step one forward and slash him. Circle must be broken. Gonna attack him
Ooh.
straight away.
Okay. Perfect.
Okay. Oh,
Okay. How much to hit? Sorry.
26 to hit.
Oh, nice. Yeah. That will definitely hit.
So it's all 16 points of radiant damage.
Okay. 16 points of radiant damage.
And the sneak attack is 29. Oh no, I moved Bloodwing actually. Is there anyone? Yeah. Sorry, I'm just taking the. I'm just supposed to do this.
Okay. Surprisingly enough, you will think that he's undead, but as you hit him with this damage, you realize that the undead extra damage is not going through, and as well, he seems to be resistant to radiant damage, as you remember.
Oh really? Because I remember you said
Holy
he's
nature.
undead, so that's why.
Yeah, you will think that he will be undead in terms of creature type, but it seems to be something else. You aren't sure why, but the undead damage is not going, even though he is undead, 100% sure. He doesn't feel like an undead creature. You gather that there is some alien nature to his living at this point. So it will be 6 radiant, and the slick attack will be radiant too, if the damage is radiant, so half of that, 15. Okay, and that was at advantage, so roll again. Because it was advantage, you said the circle map is broken, you might get a crit.
Yeah, okay. That's the same.
Same, yeah, okay. Alright. So yeah, that does 21 points of damage to it. Anything else from you?
No. That's it.
Okay, perfect.
So how is the sneak attack damage radiant?
The sneak attack is whatever damage your weapon does. I
Oh, really?
believe. Yeah. Is that right, Martin?
Yeah. Just adds extra damage.
Yeah.
It's the same type.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. And that will be 8. You stay there next to it, alright?
Yeah, I cannot disengage.
Lilith, you are next. You could disengage bonus. Actually,
No, I don't have.
You use your, yeah,
I
of
use
course, of course, yeah. Okay. Lilith, what would you like to do?
Sway, we were meant to ask him questions first before attacking him. Not that we planned to attack him. We were going to ask him some questions.
I mean, what do you mean, Lilith? We are heroes. We kill people and things.
What? We kill people.
This is the way. No?
We kill bad people.
He starts like chanting in deep speech.
I just wanted to beat him to submission, but you guys need to contribute to it as well.
Oh my gosh! All right, let me see. I will do. Let me see. What am I going to do? I'm going to do Flame Strike.
Okay. Oh, nice. Wind strike.
Yeah. Do I need to split the damage?
It was radiant and fire, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, you need to because he's resistant to damage. Fire is okay. He's not resistant to fire. I'll
He's
give you that because you're
resistant to
gonna hit him.
damage.
Yeah, but he's resistant to radiant.
Oh, okay, the radiant. I was resistant to damage. I give up.
No. To radiant only. To fire, he's fine. So,
All right, so
remind me which saving throw he needs to make.
maybe it is
I think it's a dexterity. I think it feels like it should be dexterity.
oh no, yeah, it's a dexterity saving throw.
All right. And how does
What
it look
damage
like?
type would you like? Sorry.
How does it look like when you cast Flame Strike?
So, what she'll do is, as she'll point at the area, and in her other hand, she's holding the holy symbol, and you kind of see the symbol kind of appear on the ground as a light, and then a pillar of fire is coming straight up, and then a pillar of light is coming straight down.
Whoa! All right. Right. He says like now he speaks in giant cabal. You gather he's insulting Lilith's relatives in giant. As the fire hits him, you see like he kind of smiles for a second as you see that he takes less radiant, but then when the fire hits him, he seems really bothered. And you remember that he has a special regeneration that is top if he takes fire damage or another damage you don't remember, but you remember fire is one of them. And he seems quite upset. So he rolled a 19, so that will be a 20 on the save, but I think now that's not enough for you, Lilith.
No.
Your save is going to
Yeah,
21 now, no?
Yep, that's correct.
Okay, so he fails. So roll damage, please.
Which
So
no, it doesn't matter.
If you cast any of normal, is 4d6 and 4d6.
Yeah. Okay, so I will do fire first.
Yeah, sure.
Then I will do the other one, radiant.
Points radiant, so this radiant will be half. Okay. Oh, okay, still pretty good. So that will be 21 total. Again, nice. And he takes the damage, and he's staring at you like he's kind of like looking to see counting how many back of holdings you have. You throw yours away, real in the path. Lilith, you keep yours is the one that he came out of. Sway, you still have your back of holding on you, right? You're on mute, Tom.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, perfect. That is good to know. All right, anything else? Any bonus action from you, Lilith?
I will do. Sorry, what am I doing? I will do. I've just done flame strike, so I will do spiritual weapon.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Oh, do I want to do spiritual weapon because it's not going to do that much? Oh no, it's force.
It's force. Yeah.
Yeah. Where is my spiritual weapon? There we are.
All right, I'll make it a reasonable size. All right, just do the attack in the meantime.
Sure.
Please. I will change it and I'll move it. And
Spiritual weapon. Here we go.
Oh, nice. So that will be 27 to hit. Amazing. Yeah, definitely hits. And as he hits him, it will be 12 points of force damage. Remind me what your weapon looked like. I always forget.
It was it's like a kind of hooded reaper holding a scythe.
Okay, yeah, awesome. And as the reaper comes to him, he kind of like cut some of his hair off, like you see with this force damage, and he's even more angry. And then you see his disfigured face and one eye, only the other eye is actually missing. The left eye is missing as you look at it now.
My spiritual weapon comes out my bag as well. It comes out from behind the bag man.
Yeah. Hey guys, back. Sorry about that.
No, don't worry. You just came in time just to realize that as Lilith hit this creature with the scythe on the spiritual weapon, the creature is missing his left eye that he didn't before.
Gotcha.
Is the eye in Saphira's head?
Wow. I mean, this one looks like if it was his eye in Saphira's head, it would look like a rotten kind of eye that you left out of the fridge for 3 or 4 days, like purpley, kind of like swole up. But this one that Saphira is wearing is more like a completely different. And yeah, anything else from Lilith?
Nope, that is it.
All right, Real, you are next. You see this creature unfazed. And he says to you in this speech, "Why you disturb me rest? You're gonna die in my bag of holding now."
Can I check his left hand?
Make a perception check at advantage as you see that he's wearing this kind of like long tunic, like a tattered robe, like almost like gossamer. And as you make a perception check, you realize his left hand is there, but all his fingers have been cut off, like almost like half of his hand has been cut off, like badly cut off.
Oh, maybe he's tried to cut it? I don't know.
Yeah, you could assume that he tried to cut it, but then somehow he didn't get the results he wanted, so he might have not done it properly, or you're unsure of why. But he seems like an intelligent creature.
Okay, I'm just going to cast Detect Thoughts
Okay. Ooh, nice one. All right.
on him, and then I'm going to ask him. I mean, the first round I just get the surface thoughts anyway.
Hmm.
But
Surface. Go ahead.
I'm just going to ask him, where is the hand of the God of Secrets? Where did you put it?
You hear, like him. I don't know about the hand. I know nothing. Why does she have the eye? The eye must be mine. It's mine. And you think to yourself that he doesn't. You gather with this. He's not blocking the thought of it. He seems to not know where the hand is.
Oh,
But he wants the eye.
he doesn't. I tell everybody. I said he doesn't have the hand, but he wants the eye. I think he knows about the items. Maybe. Anyway, so that was my action. I'll move up here.
What about the book?
I'll ask the next turn.
You heard him actually, Cabal. You heard the creature talking giant and deep speech at this point.
So,
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Cool. And after you, it will be Bloodwig Turtle. Bloodwig, what do you do as you see this disfigured creature staring at you?
I just walk up to him. I rage
Okay.
and attack him with Great Weapon Master and Reckless.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Uh, 15.
15. Let me just make sure. I believe he misses. Yeah, 15 will miss, unfortunately.
Okay, I'll attack again. Same thing.
Okay.
23.
Oh yeah, this second attack, as you go towards it, it hits. Amazing. Are you raging?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. All right. So as you are, so if you were raging, you will not be able to use the radiant damage. So this will be for the time being now, because it takes a bonus action to activate that too. So then, will you prefer to rage or activate the radiant damage of the weapon to make it all radiant damage? You don't have to do, because you will have noticed that the radiant seems to be doing less.
Yeah, I want. I'll just.
All right, perfect. So just okay. So that will be
25.
50. Yeah. You are doing Great Weapon Master.
Yep. Yep.
Then you will miss if you do Great Weapon Master.
What with 23?
Yeah. One of them, the one will miss. The second one will hit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Three will hit.
So it'll be 25 damage.
Okay, perfect. 25 damage. Yeah, and once more he shouts a swear word. Cool. Anything else from you?
No, that's all.
All right, Cabal, you're next. You are aware that the creature is speaking, giant as well. What do you do?
I will say in giant back, Gulkin Valven, remember your name.
You see that he kind of like does like that name, he says in giant.
And I'm
That name is not mine anymore.
I will say that I will make you remember it once again. And I'm gonna run up to him and I'm going to grab its forehead. And maybe it might work, maybe it not. And I'm going to try to use as my bonus action Blood Curse of the Exorcist, which I
Okay,
can't
amazing.
display on the VTT for some reason.
Yeah, it's something.
Yeah, it's
weird
because I'm not
with that,
connected for
actually.
some reason. I don't. Maybe I'll refresh it.
You using the same server? It has to be. I mean, the same
Yeah, I've been using.
like Firefox or whatever
Yeah.
one you're using.
Yeah.
Both on the same, yeah, tab.
Yeah, same tab. Let me double check.
That's so weird.
Let's try this again.
You know what
Oh,
it
look,
could be that you
there,
have
it's
an
there,
active.
Sending
It's
to
there.
everyone or sending to just the DM?
No,
Or...
no, it's there.
Nothing. It was saying that he is not displaying. You know, there's an option. Oh, nice.
It's
Okay.
there now. So I'm going to see if I can maybe use this in a way to nudge this corruption that has happened to him and influence and help maybe him remembering stuff and maybe help Rill to kind of
Okay.
delve in deeper, maybe giving it disadvantage or, you know, when it attempt
All
when
right.
Rill tries
Yeah,
to.
I like that. Yeah, let's say that this will do disadvantage. If your intention is to help Real with this, so then all his saves versus the mind reading will be a disadvantage.
Perfect. And I'll just use my action to grapple him.
Mm-hmm.
So
To do grab what? Say it again.
to grapple him.
Oh, grapple him. Yeah. Okay, perfect.
All right.
All right. So make a grapple check, and he will make athletics versus your grapple. He's got a +10 on athletics. That's one of his proficiencies. 1 second. I'll roll it here. Okay, it's rolling to GM anyway, but yeah, it's there. Okay, I'll roll again to be fair. Okay.
Ooh.
Damn it. He was ready. He rolled an 18 on the other, the hidden one, and a 20 now. So you see, he says to you, no. But actually, you know what? I'm gonna give him disadvantage just because the thing that you did to him. That will throw him.
Hey,
Hey.
Yeah. Amazing.
Computer says no.
Yeah.
The computer says it's not happening today.
Wow.
All right, and he looks at you angrily, like, and you realize that his skin is kind of slimy. So you try to grapple him, just
You know
kind of
what?
like your hands,
You know
kind
what?
of like.
I do
See
have
that,
another.
yeah.
I do have another attack action. I'm going to step back and then go straight back in. You know, just to try
Oh,
to get a
nice.
spear him.
Okay,
hold
go
him.
for it.
God damn
Yeah.
this stupid.
If I roll 2 more natural 20s, wow, this is crazy, man. He's got a +10 to that, yeah? 27 on the second
I
one.
don't think I'm gonna beat that unless I get 19. Let's see.
Damn it.
Nope. 16.
Fucking hell.
So strong. So strong.
Yeah.
It's fine.
No. And you realize that he's mesmerized that you speak in giant, and I'll take his turn, and then we'll leave it there if you guys are okay with that.
Sure.
And then we'll pick up next week. All right. So on his turn, you will retroactively you kind of should I give you that? Make a fair roll, Real. Let's see if I'll tell you what he's thinking retroactively, even though it's not your turn.
Nope.
You hear the hunt, but that's all you get, but you're not sure what he means. And as he's got a few of you right in front of him, he will go ahead and use. He uses as a bonus action. He will use his alien mind. So he will lift his hair and show the face to any creature in a 60-foot cone needs to make an intelligence saving throw or be stunned for a minute. So, yeah, I think 60-foot cone. Yeah, actually is there is there is 3 Blackwood tortoises that keep appearing. No, there is one more. I think 60-foot cone will not get you, Cabal, but he will get the other 3. And real is too far. Actually, well, real as well, yeah. So the 4 of you make an intelligence saving throw, please. Not far.
Just in case I will use my inspiration.
Yeah, I'm gonna use
You
it.
have inspirations too, guys. Remember that. You don't want to be stunned for a minute. This sucks.
Yeah, I'm gonna use it.
Okay. Alright.
Yeah, I use my inspiration.
So I'll tell you the DC is 16. Oh, nice, Lilith. Wow, it's fucking. Whoa! Fucking hell, look at you guys.
Everyone.
Roll 20 has thrown the house down the window. Everyone succeeds. What about you, Kaval? I'm sure you did too, succeed.
Oh, you told me not to do it. Do I have to do it?
Oh, yeah, of course, yeah, that's true. So, yeah, all of you succeed. Damn it. Let me see if there's anything else than that. Bonus action instead of be stunned for a minute. Yeah, no, as he shows the eyes and kind of you look at his bigger fear, you realize that as he lifts the eye, you know, there is this tiny worm that comes out of his eye kind of falls into the floor. And I think when you do that, you realize that you've been so thrown at shit that his face is not gonna scare you anymore. And enraged with the failure on that, he will do and make 3 attacks. One on you, Sway, a bite attack first. That will be 15 to hit. That will miss you.
No, that misses.
Yeah. Then he will do 2 claws, once against you, Cabal, and once towards you, Bloodwick. At 12 to hit you, Bloodwick. That's a miss.
He
And
gets
Cabal-
advantage. He gets advantage.
Oh, thank you, bro. Okay, he will still miss with a 18. Your AC is 19 now, right? 18.
No,
It was
18.
17 before, plus now plus 1, so 18.
Yeah,
no?
18. Yeah.
18.
18.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, so he misses you even on the second one as well with a 17. Amazing. And then the last attack on you, Cabal. Yep, 13 to hit. So on this turn, he's completely unsuccessful. And as you have him there, kind of like enraged with his long hands, kind of moving in the air and checking all the back of holdings and all that, that will be a great time for us to finish tonight.
Oh.
Damn.
Oh.
That was completely unexpected. I'm sorry for not having the tokens ready. I just can't find it.
The rat's
I'm
fine.
actually, I can't believe I completely, like, out of character, I completely lost that actually we got the name and we were supposed to speak to him because you asked us to roll initiative, so I attack him straight away
Yeah,
because
no, just initiative is
that's
not
what
always
D&D
you know.
heroes do. You just come
I
and you
know.
kill and speak later, yeah.
Oh, don't worry. I'm sure.
You literally
Go ahead.
asked Cabal, hey, what are we doing right now? And Cabal was like, yeah, we can talk to him. I roll initially. I'm gonna go attack him, sneak attack.
Yeah, that was crazy, guys. Very cool. Very nice. Thank you. Thank you for being here. It's been a pleasure hanging you. Thanks for playing with me, guys. That was super
I wish I
awesome.
could say the same. Oh, no, I'm joking.
Oh no!
I'm
Horrible
joking, come
creature. But don't worry, James Webster. Thanks to him for sure. He will be grateful. Thanks for his great art and to Darren Curtis for his epic music. And please give us a follow, support our channel, help us to get out to as many people as possible. And we hope you have a great week. And we'll see you again soon. And until then, as always, stay magical. Bye bye. Thank you.
Hey.
Bye, bye, bye.